Hello, everyone, and welcome to our Vampire the Masquerade 5th Edition Chronicle Adjacent by Night Fractured. As a warning, this is a mature game and explores some dark and troubling themes. These may include body horror, gore, violence, loss of character agency, gaslighting, mind control, and many others. Our players have discussed consent and boundaries and we collectively avoid situations that may be triggering. The players will always let me know if anything gets uncomfortable by using yellow and red cards in our private chat. If you as a viewer ever feel uncomfortable or triggered, please pause and step away. Our streams are always available on YouTube after the game, so you can always come back to an episode when you feel ready. Thank you to our wonderful host and sponsor, Level Up Dice, for this opportunity to share our story with you. Please support them by purchasing their exquisite dice or by spreading the word about them on social media. And today's dice is La Sombra for absolutely no reason whatsoever. Just randomly, I picked one and it was like, oh shit, there's La Sombra. What am I going to do? Also, our other sponsor, Dogmite Games. Dogmite Games is the best gaming company you've never heard of. They combine craftsmanship with artistry to create truly unique pieces of functional art for your game. From dice boxes and rolling trays to fully sculpted Valhalla screens for GMs, each piece is created on-site in the workshop in Michigan by a devoted team of craftsmen. And I've got the Gangrel one because the Gangrel are the best clan. So if you don't agree, well, you're wrong.
Also, hold all of your stuff. Lipstick and rings and jewelry and all kinds of stuff.
And they also created the storyteller screen for EXU Unlimited, or EX Unlimited, Exandria Unlimited, the one with Brendan Williams and Louis Carrazzo, friend of the show. And yeah, that looks amazing, and I kind of want one. So now it's time to introduce the vampires. Let's start with the regular ladies, and let me see, because I closed that window, so bear with me just a second. Let's go with Sam first.
Me first.
Yes, you first.
Hi everyone, I'm Samantha McLarty, and I will be playing Elena Cortez, no longer a fucking human.
Finally.
I know, right?
Human adjacent. Let's put it that way.
Hey, I'm not drinking any more of that magic blood.
Lex.
Hi, I'm Lex. I'll be playing your very most favorite Toreador, Cassandra.
And there's a cat that's about to jump down here, but I'll deal with that later. We have two special guests for this particular episode, which I will get into a bit later, but let's have them introduce themselves. Let's start out with Matt.
Hi, my name is Matthew Webb, and I'll be playing Victor Christos.
And Jonathan.
Hello, everybody. My name is Jonathan Fye, and I will be playing Silas Gowden.
So, when we last saw the two lovely ladies of Adjacent by Night, they were in dire straits, as a manner of speaking. They had stayed at the penthouse of Cain, let's just call it that. They decided to rummage around. One of them found a book of Nod. One of them found something else that had some liquid in it that didn't quite move around with the same properties of blood usually would in such a vessel. So they decided to take those two things with them and proceed in their quest to make it back to where they believe Elena's sire Cervantes is at this particular moment. As to why they're making that particular quest, you'll have to tune in to the rest of the episodes to find that out. They'll be over there on the YouTube. But there was some traffic-related incidents, and Elena discovered the hard way not to put random shit in her mouth.
Hashtag oops.
Those shirts are available over there. There was a bunch of... They realized at one point that they were being pursued, And the limo driver sped up, did a few combat maneuvers. They decided to jump out at some point to see if they could have the pursuers go after the limo, but that didn't seem to work because it seems a vehicle ran over the person that they had taken a vehicle from that was in no way, shape, or form a Toreador-like vehicle because it was beige on the outside and on the inside. And there's a
Just
cat.
kill me now. My life is already over.
After a few spectacular rolls on Daxon Drive, the car that they were in was not only T-boned, but it was also flipped several times and came to rest on its roof. The duo decided that a good thing to do to turn Elena back into a non-human would be to have her stuff a bone back in her body that became slightly dislodged. Then, in their confusion, in their kind of just after getting into an accident state of looking around, trying to figure out what's going on, they heard footsteps and apparently a cat. The footsteps were crunching glass on concrete, and they had the car door rip off from their vehicle, and that is exactly where we ended that particular episode. So we're going to pick up this particular episode just moments after that, with Elena and Cassandra on the interior of the roof of the car, and Silas and Victor walking up and removing the door. So, Silas, you rip off the door, toss it aside. It's nothing. It's small. It's human related.
Door is just going to go frisbeeing across the expansive open road nearby-ish.
And inside are Cassandra and Elena.
Ladies.
Hi, are you AAA?
Yeah, sure.
Oh, good. Yeah,
You
I'm
look like you could use a hand.
Yeah.
I am going
And
to walk
I'm-
to the other side of the car.
Am I still like suffering from a wound, or did that heal when I stopped being human-ish again?
That sounds like it healed to me.
It healed, yes.
As current stand-in storyteller, yes.
Cool. Okay. If that's the case, then yeah. If you're going to you're going to my side of the car, I'm guessing. Yes.
Mhm.
The vehicle. Fantastic. All right. Then is that door open? No, I don't think it is.
No,
The
I
door
have
is
not
not
ripped it off the hinges yet.
Yeah, that door isn't open yet.
Okay, if it's not open, can I maneuver myself and just like kick it? Like, I just want to kick it off.
Yeah, both of you weren't wearing seatbelts at all, so you're basically
nerd.
on the roof,
So
the interior
yeah,
of the roof. Yeah, you'd maneuver yourself fairly easily to kick it off.
with potent.
Yes, I'm assuming so.
So yeah, that is what I'm going to do.
Give me a strength and brawl roll.
Just self-preservation, please.
No.
Okay, what about the fact that he's Kindred?
try.
Does Kindred play into this?
Well, it depends. Are you kicking him or the door?
I mean, he said
Just
he was over there. If I see him, like,
Are
right
you
in
kicking
front,
the door at him?
Kinda, yeah. A little
I'm
bit.
pretty sure the door isn't a vampire, but that's just a guess.
If it was a vampire, this car would not be beige.
I don't know. You can't
Fine.
trust those damn Zamise.
Nosferatu
That's
car.
fair. We. Alright, that's fine. It's still a good roll. Damn it.
Nice try, though, Sam.
Yee.
You get a -1 dice for your effort.
Shit.
Stu's playing hard tonight. We gotta behave.
That's a 9 critical?
Yeah, you're easily able to kick out the door.
Is it in any way a threat to me?
Probably not at this point.
I say, it always amazes me the possibilities which present themselves to people. For instance, you're faced with the possibility of perhaps surviving tonight if you make a series of intelligent choices, and a series of other choices which lead to the exact opposite conclusion. The universe is composed as amazing conglomerate of branching decisions. I suggest you consider yours very carefully.
I am going to maneuver myself out of the vehicle. And
It's easy enough to do.
And not when I'm standing up, I'm just going to look at him and just. You'll excuse me a bit. I was testing a few things. It was only a few moments ago that would not have been very possible. So now that I know that it is again, all is well.
My God, don't tell them that.
Does this look
What?
like all is well?
Kinda.
More or less, I'm not bleeding anymore all over the place.
I
And
look
we're out
over
of the
overturned
upside car.
I can do things like that again.
Your standards are noted.
Oh, they're real low lately.
When the gods like to play tricks on you in games, you learn to kind of roll with it and sort things out as they come.
Yeah.
It is hard to get you two confused, so I am going to assume, perhaps incorrectly, correct me if I'm wrong, that you are Elena.
Oh no, I'm Cassandra.
Oh, yeah, she's definitely Cassandra. Which means I'm the one with bad fashion sense. No, that seems wrong. No, I'm Cassandra. I'm the pretty one.
And Elena's just laughing.
I then say in perfect Castilian Spanish, oh, she thinks she's the pretty one. And then I look at Cassandra for a reaction. And then look back
That's-
to you.
That's not very funny. That's not nice at all.
Oh, you don't think you're the pretty one? Still speaking in Spanish.
No, clearly she is the pretty one.
They're flirting.
Elena always gets attention.
Elena does not ever know when somebody is flirting with her either. So it's just like going right over her fucking head.
I mean, and to Cassandra, I mean, you're the one I helped out of the car. So,
That's how I know you're the one with taste. So, who are you and why?
That's a
Switching
very
back
good
to
question.
English, we have a mutual acquaintance which requests your presence.
Oh my God, finally! We have been
You know
leaving
that-
him notes, like, everywhere.
Been trying to find him for some time now. We were put into a cab with some crazy person who said that they were taking us there, and then they did not to take us there, and then you know,
Oh,
you could
so
have
you're
just
going to come
said,
willingly.
You could have just said that is what you are doing instead of trying to chase us.
Right?
You could
Rude.
have stopped instead of running.
All we knew is that somebody was chasing us.
Plus, that was the limo driver who
That's
was
very fair.
doing the rooms.
I see, and this is not doing the rooms. I once again gesture at the overturned car.
Well, that was after you guys, like, T-boned us, and I may have yelled some expletives at you out of a sunroof, and, you know.
That was very creative. I did enjoy that.
Actually.
I was also not really in a position to take chances at that moment for, in case you were not people that were not intending on immediately trying to kill us.
Well, I'm
People
not
try
saying...
to kill us a lot.
It happens all the time.
I can't imagine why.
Right?
Well, if you're coming willingly, we can proceed.
I do have a question though. Where exactly are we going? Because I kind of promised her that we would go to Cabo. And that's
We're
where
not
we were
going to
find
Cabo.
him.
I never get to go to Cabo.
I'm so glad that it was you that broke that news to her and not me. Now she's going to pout and cry to you the entire night.
Maybe later we can find a wooden crate of sufficient size and the right postage.
Oh no, if it's not the private jets, you're not getting her in on it at all.
We could have her shipped by jet. That can be arranged.
It is business class or nothing.
Freight, business class, same thing, right?
Nuh-uh.
Don't worry. We'll shove some magazines in there. You'll be fine. Anyways.
I do like magazines.
Make it a Cosmos. Cosmos the thing, isn't it?
Yep. And Vogue Italia, and Teen Vogue, and
I cannot
Cassandra.
begin to explain how much I don't care.
You know, people say that a lot.
It's okay, Cassandra. I care.
Yay.
I don't really care, but she likes to hear it when you tell her that you do. Makes her feel better.
It does. It makes me feel better.
I lean in to Elena and whisper, "Don't worry, I'm not buying this bit from a Torrid or any of that more than I have in the last half century."
So,
It's at that point
right.
that a shot rings out and Elena gets hit
Again?
in the shoulder. Yeah.
The fuck?
I
What
rolled
the
the dice to figure out who was going to get shot.
Just because I'm the muscle does not mean I get to take all the hits. No, joking. She's the pretty one. She deserves to be unscathed.
Put yourself in front of the tank. You're going to get hit. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, so you take 2 superficial damage as you are
damn it.
shot. And from a nearby building, several of you hear, actually you all hear, but there's only 2 of you who recognize the voice. Hey, you guys don't want to deliver her, do you? You can just let me do it. It's fine. And that is Garrick.
What the fuck? Somebody better explain things to me right now because I got another hole in my shoulder!
I suggest you come with us forthwith, unless you want to be delivered by people that.
Can I not kill that person instead?
Yeah, murder first, murder first.
I now have a score to settle.
Do you really think he's alone? I say, getting down.
So, like, lots of murder first. I mean, you guys seem scary, right? You know? Do some
Everybody else
stuff.
getting down?
I would actually like to probably drop a Stygian Shroud in the general direction of where that shot came from to try to obscure us from it.
You roll and a rouse check.
Sure thing. Totally not me being unprepared with dice. No, not at all.
I have not yet gotten down because I'm still on the let's kill them bus?
That would be part of why the Stygian Shroud's going up.
That certainly
I think I might have just
roll.
ducked down just a little, but I'm still staying like not happy about that. Hole in the shoulder again.
Again?
That
Again.
really
I do
narrows
not get
down my next
hungry,
dice
which is
roll.
always a convenient thing. And totally not me having not planned this out at all.
That's fine.
Oh yeah, I just don't get hungry. There we go. Ha.
It's not like the V5 rules are in like 17 different books.
No.
Nope, I don't get hungry, and it's not really a contested roll from Stygian Shroud from what I
It
can
is not.
see.
So your eyes go inky black, and a shroud appears on top of a nearby building from where you can kind of figure, okay, it seemed to have come from over there.
I probably should have been a little more clear. It's more trying to obscure our general
Okay.
area, kind of for lack of a better word, an arc around us, to make it a little harder to see.
That's gonna.
I'm not going to try to drop a shroud on somebody, since logic dictates that there's more than one of them.
What?
Let's try to at least shield us from the immediate shooter.
Yeah. Cassandra, since you didn't go down, and I subtracted 3 dice from this particular roll, you get shot.
Where do I get shot?
Like upper body, torso area.
Ow! Okay, now they have to die.
2 superficial damage.
They hurt Cassandra.
No one is allowed to do that.
No. It's sort of a thing that we have. You hurt Cassandra and that's it. You die.
That's
They
a
have
rule.
hurt Cassandra. Nobody that hurts Cassandra has survived. There's really no one. Now that I think about it, really, there has not been.
If I help you take care of this, will you come with us?
Sure.
I
Storyteller,
don't see why not.
I have Oblivion Sight.
You
And
certainly do.
Do I see where the shots are coming from?
Give me a wits and awareness.
Yes, I'm good at that.
That's fair.
I, in the interim, would like to try to drag Cassandra down so that she's not standing up in the line of any more fire.
Now that I have been shot, I will allow it.
I will help with that, man. While I'm on the other side of the car, I can't fucking help you. Never mind. But yeah,
I imagine Elena's like, get down, you idiot.
Sense the, I also have Sense the Unseen, but 3 successes.
3 successes. Do you want to kick in Sense the Unseen as well?
Absolutely.
Add 2 more dice.
4 successes.
You kind of do something that is rare for Kindred. Your eyes go jet black, but there's kind of like a hue around them. And you pierce through the Stygian shroud, and you can kind of pick out that there are at least 2 people on the building that you think is where the shots came from, and they are definitely Kindred in origin.
Do both of them look like they have guns?
One of them does.
I'm going to Umbrus clutch that one
All right.
through his shadow.
What?
Give me a roll.
I love that
believe
little
that's a rouse
ability.
check as well.
It is
I've never
not
seen
that
this one. That's exciting.
I don't get hungry.
No hungry, which is good because I totally forgot to ask both of you what your beast sounds like. We'll figure that out later, probably.
Six successes. Resisted by Dex plus Wits.
Since this is a new power that hasn't been used on this particular game before, what does that do?
It reaches out with tentacles from their own shadow, drags them through it, puts them in a grapple in front of me and makes them go either into a fear or anger frenzy. Your choice. Or they have to roll against it. Sorry.
Yeah, I'm going to make a roll on that. Fortunately, these are so that half humanity thing rounded down kind of stinks.
It's just never a nice thing also to get dragged through, the abyss.
They are dragged
Through
the
your
abyss
own
too.
shadow.
Yes.
They get a penalty for it too, I believe, because of them being.
Yeah, it
dragged
wouldn't really
through.
matter.
Fuck, I picked the wrong clan.
Well, it's never too late to change. If only you had your way of going back to being human.
I tried.
We tried.
Yeah, they are definitely in a fear frenzy at this point, but they're in the grapple, wrapped in the shadows. It's like a red-haired, kind of feral-looking, like he's got kind of a patchy beard, leather jacket on, kind of denim underneath that. He's just trying to escape from that particular grasp.
Can I place my hand over his eyes and use Touch of Oblivion?
Yes,
Okay. Rouse check.
he's grappled. Yeah.
Don't get hungry.
One of my favorites.
Two
This
act
dude is
plus
having
a
a
crippling
bad
wound.
day.
Yeah, they are freaking out more. But they
Are
can't
just-
move because they're
You're just
grappled.
dicks, and I am here for this.
Don't worry, it'll be over soon.
Is anyone else doing anything at this particular
So
point in
I
time?
am seeing. So he's next to me with this guy all wrapped in eyes and the.
Correct.
Okay. I think. Can I?
Come on. Say the power you want to use.
I know. Shut up. I actually want to do Touch of Oblivion as well.
Sure.
And I'm going to. What I want to do with that is I want to try to push my hand through the person's back to the heart
Sure.
and pull it out.
So for Touch of Oblivion, that's a rouse check.
Yep. Come on, cane powers. No more hunger. Let's try that again. Do I get hungry?
Elena,
No, not the nut. Shh.
Go
I'll go
with-
turn later.
just eat him. And
I
then
might.
go with the other two. Go with the new ones.
That's sort of the plan at that moment, but you're distracting me. Be quiet now.
Just eat it.
Shh. I want to give its heart to Cassandra.
That's not the one with the gun.
Doesn't matter. She'll still think it's pretty.
Well, yes.
Now, shush. And I'm just gonna try to pull out the heart.
Yep. Yeah. So give me a what is it? A strength and oblivion check, I believe. Probably. Yeah, that's what it is now.
To reach right through his ribcage, probably.
Strength plus brawl.
Yeah, I was about to say, I think it's strength and brawl.
And it's a kindred.
And it's a kindred. It's not self-preservation, though. It's okay.
But you still
But
get the
hey,
one for
that's
kindred,
fine.
I believe.
Yeah, it's totally fine. It's cool. I got a lot
Can't
of dice
double
on
it
this
up.
one.
Sorry,
Uh-huh.
Sam.
You can
Excuse
too.
me for being a storyteller and having
It's
rules.
fine. I have Brennan level dice for this one. Hear it? Eight critical.
Yeah, that's enough. You're able to get up under the rib cage and grab a handful squishy bits, maybe the heart. You're not sure. You're not a medical doctor. There's stuff that's in there.
Yeah, I'm just gonna rip it out.
And he, in the grip of the arms of Araman that he's already wrapped up in, he starts to go like the face starts to sink and kind of turn into a body of its former self, as you have like squishy bits in your hand that maybe a heart, could be, kind of seems that way.
Drink a little bit.
Is he
yeah.
dead? Or is he just mostly dead?
He's very dead. Yeah.
I throw it aside and say, Garrick, anything more?
I would very much like it if you would come down and play.
You can either come down and play, or we can bring you down here. One or the other.
Ooh, bring him down. Do it again.
Oh, you guys are hilarious. And then that particular one, Victor, you can see that they're not on the roof anymore. But there's now, you can hear kind of growling around all of you.
Oh no, is it werewolves again?
No, just bloody outlanders.
Gangrel?
Yes.
Same thing.
I ate one of those before.
All right.
They're not very tasty, but
I mean, everything dies like everything else.
Because you see, jerkbags, if we bring them in, we get the renown, we get the props from the big boss, and then you'll be kind of dead. 2 problems, 1 stone.
I'm sorry, I literally stopped paying attention right in the middle of you talking right there.
I'm going to guess that these are not friends of yours.
No, you're very perceptive.
Cassandra, you want to do the
I can do the
Do the
Are you doing
Okay. I'm gonna do the Yes, please.
For those playing the home game who have just joined us, the is Majesty. I'm guessing Majesty.
The
It's probably not just
No, let's go full present stick up in here.
And then Cassandra activated
Except
Aw.
not. 2 rouses for me.
2 rouse checks, yes.
Good on one, not on the other.
You're good to go the whole way. Because somebody didn't put random shit in her mouth.
Elena. Also, for once, that wasn't gas.
I got better.
All right, there are so many dice to this.
Charisma
roll
plus
for me.
presence. Did you kick in first, actually? Let's do that. Because that would add presence plus presence.
Oh, why not? Let's just ruin everyone's night to the depth of possibility.
So, the dice pool for this one is charisma plus presence plus your voice plus your gorgeous merit, I believe, which is another 2 dice.
Plus my blood potency.
Plus your blood
That is
potency.
5, 10, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. That is 19 dice for me.
We stopped rolling against this a long time ago.
And if anybody wants to resist this,
Does Unswayable Mind require a rouse check?
Unswayable Mind, which I believe is 14.
Dude, yes it is.
Unswayable Mind is free.
Alrighty then.
So you can add your fortitude dice in to resist if you so choose.
I will do
What's the
so.
total for resisting?
The roll for resisting is composure plus resolve.
I'm going to rouse the blood for composure, please.
And you can do the same for resolve if you really felt like it.
I think 11 dice is enough.
I don't.
I think I would like to rest both of those.
Keep in mind as well, for everybody playing the home game, that this will only affect stuff against Cassandra. Everybody else is still a free target.
Yep.
Does 12 successes hit storyteller?
You'd have to
And-
ask Cassandra.
Critical, it's a critical win.
I'm just waiting for the numbers to roll in.
I get hungry. I get hungrier both times.
What would your
unfortunately.
beast sound like, Silas?
So my beast is
Please say
much
Victor.
like I am.
Please say your sire.
It is certainly about that hypercritical, yes. Definitely trying to undermine my control and confidence quite often. Not even to lie about that.
Are you going to make me
But-
play double duty?
Yeah.
You guys have to play each
on a
other's
path.
beasts all game.
Being on a path, though, I tend to sort of ride the edge of frenzy quite often. So,
Okay.
but let's see if I can actually resist this or not.
So, Silas, while you're resisting that,
Yes, absolutely.
you hear, that's great. Let's do it. Come on. Stop
Kind of fucking busy right now.
resisting. Why you gotta be like this, for
exactly,
fuck's sakes?
not exactly. Not exactly to fucking resist as soon as I get
Sorry.
a single one of these sons of bitches into my hands. They're
Do
going
it.
straight down my fucking throat. You know that. Shut the fuck up. And
How'd the resistance roll go?
not great.
So the bar currently is set at 11. We'll see if the presence roll hit that. Elena, did you resist?
Fuck no, there's no sense in it.
Yeah, because I got to tell you, the people that are surrounding you, they were like, yeah, let's just attack everybody else first. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
That would be 17 crit for me, please.
There we go.
Victor, this is rare, considering you know what your powers can do. You've resisted neonates that have tried to do this before with their flashy presence powers, but this is working.
Stares and power in the inner voice at that.
Cassandra, tell them to
Yeah.
stop. Tell them to stop attacking us.
Stop attacking us. Step forward to where we can see you.
There is no response.
Okay, I can only make them stop. I can't actually make them do stuff. Go get them.
Okay, fine. But can I give you a hug first?
Later. You can hug me after. There'll be celebratory hugs.
Fine. I would like to go into Tenebris
Sucks,
Avatar,
I'm a
please.
operator.
That's a rouse check. Actually, I think it might be
That's
two
two.
rouse checks now.
It is.
Yeah. That's one of them things.
I don't get hungry. I'm good. And yeah, so essentially I'm just going to full shadow. And
There are a couple around you. This was a kind of not quite populated street. This is probably one of those kind of dead-endish areas where not too many people are going to be paying attention. And there's a couple gangrel-ish creatures. They have like kind of bushy, unkempt hair. And they're moving towards you as you're moving towards them. What they're not doing is moving towards Cassandra.
I want to wrap around
One of them?
Mm-hmm.
They're going to try to dodge.
I can try that.
We're going to try. Attempts are going to be made. Remember what I said about attempts being made?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Do you want me to roll?
If you want to.
Does it matter if I roll at this point?
Probably not.
All right. Well, for the hell of it, I'll go ahead and roll, and just to see how. I guess
How badly you decimate them.
Yeah, because I'm gonna try to drain them at the same time. So.
Yeah, that's something that's par for the course.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That is a 10 critical on that one.
Yeah, easily wrap around them.
All right.
So the shadow wraps around one particular gangrel, and they're kind of pulling at it. The shadow, like taffy, that's around them, and they are not at all successful. Silas and Victor, what are the both of you doing?
How many did you say there were?
There's 3 that were coming up in one direction, where the shadowed Elena disappeared to.
I'm going to take a quick look around for any others, since the unseen as well.
There are 2 more that are coming up from the opposite direction.
I think I'm going to hasten one of the delightful gangrel coming towards me via Umbra's clutch as well. Because why not make one of these little bastards have a very bad day and end up in my loving embrace?
It's all about hugs this particular episode.
It's absolutely all about hugs.
Big
I do not get hungrier.
hugs.
We're all about the love on this side of Adjacent by Night.
Wow.
And
Fuck those other guys.
that would be 5 successes.
5 successes. They're going to try to... Yeah, okay. Yeah, you got them.
Unfortunately, they are also about to have a very bad night.
That's understandable.
Because I would like to use, while they are in my arms, I would like to use Brutal Feed on them.
Wow. That is a free power, which is rare for a level 3, but basically it's assuming that you're getting all your blood back anyway, so it doesn't really matter if you rouse check. So yeah, you latch onto them, and blood goes pretty much everywhere as you absorb over the
Looking
next...
priest on that bitch.
Yeah. Victor, what are you up to?
I look at the 2 coming from the other direction, and I think that they need to be introduced to the arms of Aramon.
More hugging.
I figure I have now stepped up on top of the car, basically, to just spread this majesty around.
It's less stepping up on the car, and it's more gliding up onto the car. Because even if you, like, put your foot on something and it slips a little bit, because the outsides of cars can be kind of slippery at times, it's completely ignored by anybody who happens to be watching. It's almost ethereal stepping up onto... Yeah.
Just gonna stand here like the main character Cassandra thinks she is.
Toreadoring the shit out of this.
You know, it is really like the best thing to see from a Toreador, just completely and unabashedly, look at me, bitches.
Love me.
While everyone the two Sabat are like, God damn it, I want to pet the Toreador, I can't let her die.
I sprout 2 arms, each with 5 dice.
Okay.
And I'm going to grapple and squeeze both of them.
You're going to try to dodge.
Right.
No dice had the word try.
2 successes with the first arm.
Oh, that one actually escaped. Barely, but he managed to do it.
3 successes on the second arm.
She, on the other hand, gets wrapped up, coiled up in a arm of Araman. In something that Cassandra didn't actually necessarily pay attention to because, gangrel. That little slip that you had was actually righted by someone who's kind of standing there, and they had their hand out to hold you up and make sure, because they're completely out to lunch with Majesty. They rolled 1 success and they got decimated by 17. So it's like, yeah.
Dan blasting a soup cracker.
That is quite the image that you just painted. Yeah. Elena, you are draining, I'm assuming?
Mm-hmm. Yes, I am doing that, completely wrapped around him.
By completely, let's quantify this. What do you mean?
Meaning he's covered in shadow, black shadow, just like a blankie. With teeth. Like a blankie with teeth.
Am I gonna have to reference my bookmarks? Is what I'm asking.
Oh, okay, so I'm gonna drain him. I'm gonna not diablerize him though, but I'm gonna kill him. At least I'm gonna
In that
force
case,
Diabler.
I'm gonna get a willpower roll.
I know.
Yeah. Because this is one of those things where it's like at your humanity level, you're like, do I really care? Or is it more that Charlie's gonna guilt trip me later?
And Charlie's not here.
And that weighs in on the decision as well. But he doesn't know, can't.
I got 4.
Yeah,
And he doesn't know, can't bother us.
you're able to release as the bloodless corpse falls over.
I'm not hungry anymore though.
You are not. Silas, you are brutal feeding.
Yes, absolutely.
This is one of those questions that are you going the whole way?
Always.
There's no real benefit. There's no generational benefit on this one. But since you are on a path, it really doesn't necessarily affect that. So,
There's definitely a benefit for me, at least only a fleeting one, and that's that just for a few minutes, I'm not hungry.
that's true. Also, roll a contest of your humanity plus your blood potency versus the victim's resolve and blood potency. This is going to be a fun roll. You get to see how many extra XP you get to add.
Oh, shit.
Ooh.
I didn't even think about that.
Well, fuck me. Looks like we're readjusting this NPC's sheet.
I take it was not a good roll for you.
It was not. There was 5 dice, and there was absolutely fuck all in the roll. So, what'd you roll? 2 successes. That is 10 XP. There's your
Nice.
10 XP per. Let me just double check that. Nope, that's the wrong one. This is the one.
Sorry for making you have to figure out Diablery tonight.
It's five experience points. I've got it bookmarked for a reason because of these.
I was about to say, he should know this by now.
Get a sticky note. Just put it on the computer.
Yeah, I got the bookmark there for these 2 chaos goblins because they're the Diablery experts.
Addicts, experts, whatever.
6 of one, half
tomato,
dozen of the
tomato.
other. There is someone that is nearby Cassandra, though, that's like this on the car.
I'm just gonna let it stay there until everyone else has finished their murdering.
Okay.
Is there anybody else not currently intertwined with another Lasombra?
There's one that escaped Victor's grasp on the one side, and there is, I believe, another one on the side of where Elena and Silas are.
Okay. Then, yeah, I guess I'm going to, go wrap around one of those. Probably the one over there near, you said there was one by Victor?
There is one by Victor, yes.
Go to that one. Wrap around.
It just barely made it out of the grasp of an arm of Aramon. My dice hate me.
They're scared of us.
Yeah,
You should be.
stupid non-Sabat dice.
I'm gonna do the same thing, so
Okay,
just giving you a heads up.
give me a roll. Out of the frying shadow into the shadow.
You got 3 on that one.
They escape.
Oh no, that was my willpower roll. Are we doing
Oh.
okay. Sorry. I can do the other one. Hold on, that's gonna
Yeah,
have a
you
lot
got to
more
do an
dice.
attack roll first.
Okay.
You're getting a little ahead of yourself there.
We figured you'd just let us have it because we're
I know.
gonna kill them.
I mean, if they escape Elena's grasp, they're just going to end up in another arm of Araman for Victor anyways. It doesn't really matter.
All right. Ten critical.
Yeah, you got them. Now we do the willpower roll,
Now
Sam.
I do the. Oops.
Hashtag oops. Hashtag accidental diablerie.
I'm not gonna Diablo that. I'm gonna be good.
Well, we'll find out what your willpower roll says.
No one believes you.
No, not even
Three.
at all.
I got 3.
You're still full from the other guy, really. Yeah, you're fine.
See, all good. Just drain him and let him fall.
And there's
Ashes to ashes.
one more over by Silas.
What is that one doing?
That one isn't doing anything. That one is like looking at the fucking carnage that you guys have wrought, and they're like, they look across at all of you, and they're like,
Is that the one
And
that's
then they-
odd?
no. And then they look
No,
up
that's my pet down here.
at Cassandra, and then they stop moving.
Just
Oh, this is gonna be too easy.
They rolled
Really?
5.
come out
did
of
really
the
good.
shadow and look at Cassandra. Just can you not play with your food, please?
I do what I want.
The one that's standing there, looking oblivious, looking so admiring, I'm Umbrus clutching that one over to me.
Oh, I tell you not to play with your food, and you did it anyway. And then look what happens.
Let's quantify that. There's one that is on the car that's like this to Cassandra that completely botched their bullshit. And there's another one that just was looking at the carnage and then they looked up at Cassandra. Is that the one you mean?
The one that's looking at that paused to look up at Cassandra.
Okay,
Like
yeah.
the exit stage left him.
But I still have my swim fan here.
Yeah.
See,
Swim
you're
fan.
better.
Can we not
What a
reference
dated
like
reference. I'm so sorry. I can't believe what you
early-
said that.
early 2000s like teen thriller movies?
I'm so young. I've never seen that movie.
So yeah.
And I'm going to brutal feed on that one.
All right.
Dad.
This is a pointless question, but I feel it's a storyteller need to know. Diablerie?
Yes.
Okay.
gonna be talking to Cassandra. Just, do you want a pet? Like, do you want to keep it as a pet? Because if you're going to do that, then you might as well, like, put a collar on it. Do you have a collar and a leash in your magic purse?
Yeah, obviously. Who doesn't carry a collar and a leash? What if you meet a sub who needs discipline? God, Elena.
So,
Please,
Victor,
I'm eating.
that'll be a humanity and blood potency roll against their resolve and blood potency.
5.
Oh, fucking hell.
Show off.
Taking a picture of that.
Of his botch.
Yeah, that's just fucking ridiculous. I'm gonna upload that later to the. But yeah, there's 0 successes. So you get 25 extra XP to apply to your character sheet at your leisure.
Elena's gonna climb on top of the car.
The overturned car, yeah.
Yes, on top of the car to Cassandra. What are you going to do with it? Do you want to keep him? Do you want to eat him? Do you want to do... If you're going to eat him, this time, I swear this time, I'm going to push you away before anything bad happens.
Well,
So that you don't get
actually,
any more dead looking.
it's a good point. Well, no, I was thinking this Sabbat is all about, like, being powerful and being the best and stuff. So, like, if this little bitch is who Cervantes sent to get us, wouldn't it be way more insulting to bring it back to him gift wrapped and staked? Like a present, so that he can weed out the weakness in his ranks.
Then why don't you stake it?
Because I'm busy doing the Don't you guys have jobs?
Yes, I say, wiping my mouth. We just did them.
So I guess I'm gonna clamber down off this car and stake this fucking guy.
So you pull a stake out from your purse of holding, and you kind of like you've never really done the staking thing before, but
Wait, so okay, if mine's not left, then that means his is.
they're like
It's a mirror image.
they unbutton their shirt because they figure out what you're gonna do, and they're like, oh yeah, it's right here. Like, do you want? You pull out like a Sharpie,
precious.
and they like mark it. They're like, oh yeah, whatever you want to do, I'm good with it.
Scruffle. You're so helpful. And then I'm gonna stake him.
Thanks. Dex and Brawl, Dex and Melee. Sorry.
Ready to see the opposite side of this thing where I win at stuff. Beckett, move your face, buddy. You're very.
In the interim, Silas is just gonna lean over to Victor. I never actually thought that power would ever be useful, and I've been proven wrong today.
Never trust Toreador for a reason, child.
Yeah, it goes in, and as you push it in to their chest, they're like,
well, that was horrifying.
I'm so proud of you.
I'm gonna turn the thing off now. Are we good? Is
Yeah,
everyone?
But no,
modified?
I just need a
Come here. I'm gonna give her a hug.
Turn the thing
There,
off.
You feel better? Okay. And then I'll turn off my
Not comfortable wanting to pet the Toreador.
You get
Well,
used
aren't
to
you
it.
two just so precious?
Yeah.
Now, if you don't mind, Cervantes is waiting.
Now I have a question.
We helped you survive, but actually, one moment. I look around for Garrick up in the building. Has he expressed the better part of valor?
give me a wits and awareness. With all the powers, I'm assuming you're going to be kicking in. Give it two more dice.
Six.
Eric seems to be gone.
Oh no, he turned tail and ran away.
That
Like
is
a pussy.
incredibly predictable.
I wonder if his tail was literally between his legs. Anyways, precious darling.
Because he's a gangrel. I get it.
No, wait. I do have a question.
Precious darling,
Yes.
ask your question.
So, you came to us to take us to Cervantes, correct? Sorry.
That is correct.
Garrick, down.
The staked one's
Okay.
leg is still twitching a little bit.
So, who were they going to take us to Cervantes as well?
Sounded like it.
It did
Okay.
sound very much like that. You see, we were sent by Cervantes, but they could get the glory, and they convinced themselves they could take care of us in the meantime. But
Okay, so Cervantes didn't actually send them, he sent you two, and they just
Correct.
decided to follow along and try to.
They decided to play stupid games and they won the stupid prizes.
very
Okay.
stupid prizes. We were going to more politely escort you.
Yes.
And the gangrel decided that they were going to find out why we have the crown and they don't.
Understood. At least now that we know who was supposed to be doing what, when, where, and how, now we can go. Unless Cassandra has do you have a question?
No, I don't
Okay.
have any questions. I think I follow.
Now I'm going to be very clear about one thing. Our
Okay.
mission is to get you, Elena. You can come along if you behave yourself, but I can make very few guarantees for your safety if you don't.
Okay. Your mission is to make sure that I get there, but if she does not get there too, you're gonna have a really hard time getting me there. Because she is my responsibility.
Hence why I am even considering this path before us of taking her along with us. But I'm making it very clear that while you might know how to behave, she better as well. Because I know where you've been and I know what you know. But does she know where we're going and the kind of situation we're going to find ourselves in?
I'm confused. Where are we going?
I think that she knows a lot more than you think that she does.
We're just making sure. Better to level expectations now.
It's a
Uh-huh.
very good thing if you know how to behave in the middle of a Sabbat diocese.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we did fine last time we were in front of Cerveza.
Fuck, I'm never gonna unhear it.
So
Elena
you're
can't
the
help
one
but
who
chuckle a
called
little
him
like she's
that.
just-
Yeah. What is Cerveza, Santa Claus,
Oh, no.
Asiago?
Yep. Never gonna unhear it. Never ever
Crystal-
gonna unhear it.
Crystal's ball, dude, don't.
Yes, Cerveza Crystal Ball. My mistake. I get that wrong all the time.
Did I hear you clearly that she is your responsibility?
She's my responsibility, yes.
Uh-huh.
Be responsible for that.
You're gonna be in trouble.
You have to admit it's kind of cute though.
I don't have to admit anything.
Okay, well
But
either
you know
way,
it in your heart.
Cassandra is adorable, and whether you think so or not now, you will before we get to wherever it is we're going.
Do I look like someone who has a lot in their heart?
No, but I'll worm my way in there. Just you trust me. I've done it to Zamitse, and I've done it to Prince, and Cassandra's just
I'm
naming
not
these
at all
off as we start
surprised.
talking.
And the
Not
meat
at all
room.
surprised that you've done that to Sumise. Sumise
Oh.
pathetic.
Yeah, and the meat room. I miss Trevor.
I do too.
He was a
Ladies.
room made of meat.
An entire room made of meat.
Yeah.
More like a
That you named
floor
Trevor.
of meat.
He named himself that.
Mm-hmm.
He's a very independent meat.
Sounds like Sumise bullshit.
I
He's
wish
not the
this
meat
was not
room
the first
anymore.
time I've heard of that.
He's not the meat room anymore because when Alexandru became deceased,
Oops.
Not our fault.
It happens.
Then Alexander's childer came and made him into person. Like, what is it called? Like, lots of people in one. But it was...
No.
You
What was
broke
the
that
word
thing in
again?
Vancouver.
The
We didn't
fucking
break
bullshit,
it.
silly putty thing that Zumi say do.
No, that's not... It wasn't a silly putty. It was not like the big crazy monster creature that tried to kill it.
Okay.
No, it was more like a
People,
What is it?
but lots of them in one.
blood brother.
If
That's
you'll
what it
excuse
is.
me, the story is
Oh.
long and uninteresting. Your chariot awaits.
I am so interesting. But she follows along anyway.
I didn't say anything about you. I said about your story. I'm sure there's all sorts of things that are very interesting about you.
In short, what he's trying to say, we'd love to hear it while we're in the
At
car.
least two probably involve ping pong balls. Anyways,
I'm gonna let them...
I am so proud of you for making that reference.
After you, then, we will follow.
oh no. Silas lead. I'll take up the rear.
They don't trust us.
Would you trust you? Seriously.
Oh my god, yeah.
I don't lie. I never lie.
For
And I'm
starters,
precious.
you're Lasombra. You absolutely lie. We all do.
I do not lie. Cassandra, have I lied?
Bullshit.
Like almost never for sure.
No.
I'm a very honest.
I hope
This
you're
is-
wearing boots because it's getting thick in here. Yeah.
Oh, she's always wearing boots. They're like these big, ugly men's boots. I think she buys them from the work warehouse.
Okay, Cassandra. Let's go.
What? I hate your boots.
I hate your heels.
Sorry, Father,
I'm
give
gonna
me strength.
scoop my arm around hers, and I'm gonna lean over as we start to walk, and I'm just gonna whisper to her. It's like, I'm not 100% sure, but I think that one, and she just kind of motions to the back. I think it got me pretty.
Well, that's because you're so pretty. I know you're not used to it because Charlie was a really bad boyfriend, but men should call you pretty. That's their job.
I don't want to talk about Charlie anymore.
Agreed, fuck him. But Victor's cute, I'm just saying. And he doesn't wear white, which is a huge step up.
Okay, we'll talk about that later.
Strength.
Let's go. We'll talk more about it when we're in the summer party.
Okay.
Silas is absolutely trying not to bust out laughing.
It's impossible. It's impossible.
Kind of a natural state for adjacent games. Yeah. So somewhere Kane's ears are burning because people keep taking his name in vain. So where are Victor and Silas leading the two ladies?
To the car with the rest of our pack.
All right.
Is it a nice car?
It's an efficient car.
So no.
More of a van, really.
Is it white?
It's a vehicle.
Are we really getting in a white panel van with these two men we just met in a car accident?
Let's be fair, it's probably not the least considered decision you ever made in your life.
Cassandra, we just got out of a 10 vehicle. 10.
You're
You should
right.
be
I
used
do have
to
to.
white by now. Charlie wore white all the time.
It's also
Ugh,
gonna
don't
say
talk about
it's-
Charlie
It's
now.
4 wheels and a functioning engine, which is more than you had.
I mean, I can
We
get
have
a car.
Sirius XM.
Okay, but I get to pick the station.
Oh.
Sunshine ain't gonna like that, but I lived to see him cry, so you can absolutely pick the station.
Wait,
Oh,
what?
yay.
You
What did
don't
you
I
say?
think Taylor
Wait,
Swift
wait,
has a new album
wait.
out.
You don't get to... Fine. Will it make you
late.
happy?
Yes.
Just sing to it too. And she's got
I
that
will.
really pretty voice.
I do.
If she had not been turned into a Toreador, she would have been a famous singer.
No show tunes.
Okay.
Fine.
Fine. You're gonna love Taylor Swift's new album. It's like melodic.
Well, now that we've broken the Lasombra,
All three of them. I shut all three of them up.
Nope. Silas is just like, this is gonna be the best night ever.
Elena's just I'm used to it.
I have faced the open tombs of the Gehenna War, but now I face this and fear grips me.
So you get up to the van. It's, got a few dents here and there. It's definitely not beige on the in and outside, so that should make Cassandra a little more relieved. What do the rest of the pack look like? Like, what are they? What consists of the rest of the pack?
Sunshine is absolutely a Nosferatu.
Oh yeah, he's probably the driver.
Yes.
And we have one wiry Malkavian on a laptop.
In the bag, just like on one of those like three-legged kind of fold-out mini chairs that's about yay high, and they're just typing away.
Yes. He does the computer thing.
He's not the only one that does the computer thing.
He does it better than you do. He does it better
Hey, get
than
fucked. You don't even know how to check your goddamn email.
Leave Dev alone.
Wait, can you check your email? Don't you guys tippy vzz?
When I do the touchy, it goes zzz.
Some of us actually have the ability to. It's just a little difficult.
Can you teach
So you're
me
like
that?
a better Lasombra.
Shut up, Cassandra.
Yeah, definitely better. In passing,
Better.
I will act like I'm going to touch Dev's computer, but do not.
I can
was
only
going to-
imagine the freak out that almost elicits.
Oh yeah. That was like, whoa. No.
Okay, so hold on, wait. I cannot do it because I can't do that. Because if I touch or get too close, it does go dead.
This is why we're in the front and he's in the back.
Way in the back.
Okay.
So does that mean you have like an Instagram or something? If you can check your email? Because like I could follow you if you had one.
No.
Oh.
Not.
We've
Do you want
had
one?
this
Can't do the
entire
photo thing.
Instagram conversation and I am still confused by it. Okay?
Do you want me to explain it to you?
Definitely. He absolutely desperately wants you to explain it to him.
Okay.
Sunshine
guess that's
Drive.
Yeah, sure thing, boss. By the way, are these the dames we were looking for?
No, they came out of a different, completely unrelated car that we crashed into.
Well, excuse me.
Listen, now that both of you have shown such a terrific command of the obvious, let us proceed outward upon our journey.
And he starts driving. So where are we headed to now, boss?
We're heading to Seattle, to the
Wait, what?
location.
Oh my god, we
Wait,
just
no,
left
no, no, no.
Seattle.
No. Stop the vehicle right now. I am not going back to Seattle. Fuck
Yeah,
Seattle.
Elena's not supposed to
No.
go there. Otherwise she gets all murdered.
I was almost fucking killed like 3 times in Seattle recently.
Don't
Like,
worry,
real recent.
we'll keep you safe.
Right.
You go to where Cervantes is, and that's where Cervantes is.
I'm
Well, if
just
he's in
saying.
Seattle, why didn't he find us before we left? I mean, we left him a pretty overt note.
It's really pretty out there.
You'll have to ask him when you get there.
We don't bother speaking for him. His fucking problems and malfunctions are his own.
Wait, he has problems and malfunctions? I would love to hear about this.
Yeah, do you have like funny college stories about Cervantes? Because I would love to hear those too.
Well,
You know,
this
when he
one
did like a
time-
blood kegger.
This one time I saw him, and you know what? It was really amazing. I minded my own goddamn business.
That sounds boring.
You're right. But you know what? It's a key to a healthy and very long life.
Really? I find being the most annoying you can be and expecting other people to save you has been pretty successful, honestly.
It's a point.
When people think you're as dumb as I am, they tend not to target you.
She's really not that dumb.
So that one's the Toreador, right?
That's me. Hello.
Yeah.
Okay, so there was a
Yeah.
creature back in Seattle that was really big and almost took my fucking arm off.
The Kraken? That's the hockey team. What are you talking about?
Oh,
Ew, sports.
I don't know, remember exactly. It's all blur. I lost a lot of blood. Almost went into torpor. Then I did go into torpor because somebody staked me.
You see, we mainly are what you would call ringers, and we're not from Seattle.
Yeah.
So that would be your issue.
Well,
However,
no,
I'd
because
love to
we
hear
got
about it.
attacked by a group of you in Seattle.
We did.
A group of the Sabat, not
Yeah,
us. Not our pack.
I
The
assume not.
Sabat does
I don't know.
exist in more than just places.
Okay, so how
Within
do we
Seattle.
know for certain that you're not taking us back to Seattle to, try to kill us?
Because we
Finish with
wanted
the
you
other
dead.
Why would we
Would we
bother to
bother?
drive all the way the fuck to Seattle when we could just murder the shit out of you both right now?
In this economy, with these gas prices, are you kidding?
Right?
Oh, are you guys poor?
We don't pay for things.
So then who cares about the gas prices?
Sunshine.
Yeah, it's a concern.
Now, as I was saying, if we were so intent on your elimination, we would have proceeded on the side of the road. However, we're here to transport you to Cervantes so that you might be reintroduced into the fold or do whatever Cervantes wants to do with you.
That's not ominous at all.
Could
That
be hot.
said-
One
you
way
don't
or the
know.
other, we're going to keep you both safe all the way there.
And I
Yeah,
have to
I like that
assume
part.
His goal was not assassination, or else he would have simply told us to kill you.
Yeah.
Unless he's doing that, I want the pleasure of killing you myself thing, but I'm not generally getting
God, I
that
really
vibe.
hope that it's not the Bond villain thing that's really played out.
No, that doesn't.
He
strike me
seems
as
like a
his style.
monologuer.
You're not wrong, but that doesn't mean you should say it.
Why? You
What?
think I'm gonna think before I say stuff?
I mean, on the plus side, I've been telling you for a while that we need to get a Toreador so that we can do the whammy, blammy bullshit thing. We could just have her go in and pay for the gas and then not pay for the gas, if you know what I'm saying.
All that I have to do is go in and usually bat my eyes at somebody, and we don't have to pay for the gas.
Well, there you go. But with the Toreador is better at it. Sorry.
I do the
Did you
thing.
really just say that to me?
Yeah. A little bit.
Fight,
I'm gonna lean
fight,
over to
fight, fight.
Cassandra and just be like, I'm sensing some internal drama amongst this group.
It's weird. It's like vampires don't make very good long-term friends.
Apparently,
Weird.
look at all of us. Like, we thought that we were going to, like, have the 7 Z's, pirate,
Well,
kindred
that's because they got a
pirates and-
priest.
that it's Charlotte's fault.
Oh, yeah, I should make sure. You guys don't have, like, a really weird old priest in here that we have to watch out for, right? Because I'm a little phobic of that now.
It's a
you're
trigger.
good.
No? Okay, good.
No,
Our
we're not
last
Catholic.
team. Our last team got a priest, and he was like a wicked buzzkill.
You can hear
Hiccup.
from the back of the van. Praise Cain.
Praise
Oh, we
Cain.
know him.
Okay, and
Yeah, that guy's cool.
He's not that terrible. He likes to play a lot of games, but not so bad.
Do you mean
He's
like
better
a
than
literal
Malcav.
are you talking like a
priest with
literal, like,
collar?
Yeah, that's what they
Priest,
for real
priest.
got. Like with the collar and the like, bless me, father, for
He kept
stuff.
fucking up all of the ship into rooms so that I could not go into the rooms. Every time that I tried, it would have burned me.
blessing them so they were all
Oh.
holy and gross.
No.
One of them.
No, thank you.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
And like we couldn't they wouldn't even let us make him walk the plank, which like offensive.
Tried several times, tried many times to make him not be on the boat anymore, and he kept staying on the boat. And then I'm pretty sure that they're hiding something. I know that there was something about that priest with the Asai or something. There's something off about him.
Yeah.
The Inquisitors are... I'll just say I would not stop you from rendering whatever fate upon the Inquisitors you felt they deserved, so long it was duly violent.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
kind of the
100% on
plan.
board for helping with that.
Well,
I think you and
maybe
I are going to get along.
maybe Cerveza will want you to get his boat back, and then we can kill the priest that's on it.
That would be lovely, but would they, they can't really know that we were part of the killing of the priest. But I will say that it is really hard to kill that priest because I did try to do things to him, and again, it burns a lot. And then he tried to turn, like, Charlotte. He turned her arm, like, living arm.
Yeah, he made her all semi-human, which was equally gross. She might have gotten old.
That is unfortunate. I would seek nothing but death upon this person.
Absolutely.
Right?
That would just be absolutely fucking terrible.
Right?
We should totally find them and then, like, kill the priest.
Either better yet, or give them the gift of eternal life, if only for a night.
That would be fun, too.
You see, they get all mopey when you do that, and they tend to go greet the sun. It's very amusing.
And if they don't greet it themselves, you can just make sure that they greet it.
I like this group better than our last one.
On that cheery note, it's time to take a bit of a break. So come on back in about 5 minutes, everybody, and we'll continue this
Whatever
great
this is.
priest murdering conversation.
We are sliding right down that slope.
Completely wholesome conversation.
We're doing so good.
Not so much sliding, it's more
We have stepped
Circling.
right off the edge.
Skydiving.
It turns out the real friends were the Sabbat we met along the way.
That's how I live my real life.
And there's another t-shirt idea. So come on back in 5 minutes, everybody, and we will see what happens with this conversation and other things.
Amazing things.
And welcome back, everybody. We are still in the white panel van of the Sabat, which surprisingly does not have free candy written on the side. So
we had to draw a line for sunshine somewhere.
The conversation goes ever onward. So we're just going to drive all the way to Seattle. That's what you're saying.
We're going to drive as fast as we can.
Isn't that really far?
Gotcha, boss. Yeah.
It's going to be a while. It's going to be a very long trip.
Get the black spray paint and the tinfoil out.
Oh, no.
What?
I knew this was coming. You cannot say that. As you know, we're going to stop somewhere else, and we're going to get a room for the day.
Take a whole
Nice room.
Dump the Toreador in. Got it.
Either that or it's the lake and the body bags.
What? No, get a penthouse like
No.
normal people.
Do you not know how to do this in style? If there's one thing that I have learned at least from Cassandra and Charlotte, because Charlotte's the one that has all the money, is
Hey, I have money.
why would you do that when you can just go into a hotel and make them give you a room? Black out the
Yeah.
curtains and all. Sleep comfortable.
Or a bathroom if you have to, if you are Harley.
So, at least myself and Victor kind of creep people the fuck out.
So you're not the
Sunshine.
one
You
that
should
goes
get
in.
over
You
it.
send the Toreador in. You send the Toreador in to get the room, and then we just go up.
It's also the fact that we tend not to be very popular amongst the people who control human institutions.
Yeah.
Well, you don't stay there for an extended period of time. Is this your first time doing this?
You don't
Far
stay for
from it.
extended periods of time, and just don't say anything. Then
Right?
Just go in, go to the room, sleep, get up, leave. Done.
Just like you're trying to avoid fans getting autographs.
You're right, and it's not like we're facing a foe. Which, what is it you called it, Dev? On-time facial recognition.
Facial there's cameras everywhere. And I know you probably
Yeah,
know
but-
that because you're Toreador and such, whatnot.
Yeah.
Toreador will show up. The rest of us, no, at least
Yeah,
us
there's
won't.
that. I can try to mess with it a little bit, but it only works so many times before they catch on because they're watching.
You
Now that
are
sounds like
way
faceless
in-
paranoia, and it is.
Yeah.
But in this case, it happens to match up with reality.
You need a
I'm not
Harley.
crazy if they're actually out to get me.
You guys must need a
Yeah.
better hacker. Ours never had a
do.
problem keeping us off the radar.
Nope.
All right, listen.
Oh boy.
Do you know how many databases and government agencies that I have to hack into on a daily basis just to keep us as off the radar as we are right now? I mean,
No.
a lot.
Do you
It's a
know
lot.
how many back doors and things that Harley set up so he didn't have to do it on a daily basis? It just automatically did things.
Yeah,
oh,
Also, no.
fuck.
So, is what you're suggesting that I
Those-
shouldn't be tagging and posting my location in my photos? Because I do that at least twice a day, every day.
No,
Suddenly,
Harley wipes
all of
that.
your
That way, people
problems-
know where to send me fan mail.
No, Harley rearranges that and deletes that. You just don't know what happens.
Is that why I haven't been getting as much fan mail lately?
Right.
Well, that's okay. I still have all my other backup Instagram accounts that he doesn't have yet. I'll just swap to one of those. I mean, they only have a couple million followers, but it's okay. That's still plenty.
I have an idea. Yeah. Can I see your phone for a sec?
Oh, goodness,
Do not
no.
do that.
No, I can put something in your phone really
Oh,
quick.
no. Oh, honey, no. No.
Yeah. It's
No.
super easy. This
No.
way, you don't have to.
Okay,
have
if you want my
somebody
phone,
back-
you can pry it out of my cold, dead fucking hands. Back up.
All right.
There you go.
I mean,
Okay.
around here, they might take that as a challenge. You might be careful.
And then she'll just them.
I do the
What?
I can show you if you
Don't,
want.
don't.
And Elena is getting the biggest
Not.
fucking kick out of all of it. She is just laughing.
Okay. Trust me, it's impressive. I am impressive.
I don't even know what it is.
It's
You'll
the
love her a lot.
Not while Sunshine's driving, please.
Oh, you know what? That's a good point.
Yeah.
It's the thing that
Essentially, she
makes
does
you
a
love
thing.
me.
Yes. A lot. Nothing else would matter but what she wants you to do.
You know that thing that one girl in Mexico City did to you that you thought was the CIA mind control waves?
Yep.
She is the CIA mind control wave in vampiric form.
What? And why is she in our van right now? Can someone explain this to me? Quick.
Because Elena is responsible for her, and I remind Elena that she's taken responsibility for her.
Where I go, she goes.
And you're Elena, right?
I am Elena.
You're
I'm
responsible.
the Toreador.
No, we already did that joke.
It's still
I
funny
know,
to
we
me.
know Cervantes sent us to get you, but not you, the one that could have the NSA crawling up our ass.
Dev. It's fine.
Is it?
Yeah,
Really?
probably.
Probably.
Really?
Ish.
You are so paranoid.
We'll work on
you
it.
really need another test.
Dev will work on it, okay? I'll help you.
Literally, he's not nearly on the top tier level that you think
Listen.
he is, or he thinks that he is.
Oh my god.
You thought I was going to be the troublemaker.
Listen, we have had a very long time dealing with the Second Inquisition, and believe me, to say that we've been through a crucible where only the best survive is understating it. We're very good at what we do. We do not use hotels. We do not use credit cards. We do not post to Instagram. We do not use those lovely little tracking devices all the time. And we stay off the radar in ways you cannot even imagine. So no, we're not going to use American Express. It is nowhere we want to be. Do you understand?
Or
Yeah,
MasterCard.
but like, what's the point of unlife then?
She is
If you're not
catch.
partying.
I mean, we do
Are-
party.
Are-
Then take me to a party.
That's what we're trying to do.
Yeah.
Okay,
in
so
Seattle.
Are we
all right,
confirming?
you are
Is that what we're doing?
afraid. You're afraid to go to a hotel because you think you're going to have government organizations come down onto you.
No,
you
we're just
realize
very
that
realistic about the fact that it's pretty fucking easy for us to draw that kind of attention.
okay, well, don't
This
kill
is
anybody
realism.
while we're there. It's not that difficult.
Listen, our
Yeah.
watch lists have watch lists.
You're really bad at covering your tracks.
Yeah.
No, we've been the target of a massive campaign, which you've only gotten a small taste of.
Because we're really good at covering our tracks.
No, you're just not important enough to hunt and kill.
I think all the people who've tried to hunt and kill us might disagree with you, including Cervantes, who you might notice didn't successfully keep hold
Wait,
of us.
Listen.
hold on. Are we trying to kill them?
No.
No.
That's what I thought. Huh.
I mean, your
Listen.
boss didn't even do it, right?
Just because
One,
you're
he's
so
not our
low.
boss.
Yes, that is true. Just because you're so low on the SI's hit list that they haven't gotten to your perma-filtered ass yet does not mean that you are not in problems. And this does not mean that you cannot come under threat in a moment's notice. There's lots of people who have thought they were invincible, thought they were good at covering their tracks, who are now dead.
Okay, so how about counter offer? You stay in the van. We will go get the hotel room.
Yeah, that's
I like
Meet
that
you back
plan.
at the night.
We'll get one with a hot tub. You can come use it. Sometimes I like to fill it with money instead of water.
We don't have that much money to do that with it.
I can get more money.
It's left on the yacht.
I hate that yacht.
Money is not a particular issue with us either. So, how much do we have back there? Cool, 500,000 cash.
500,237 cents.
And that's the
why I
cash,
like
not the
Timothy.
counterfeit.
So that's
Wait.
plenty enough to fill a hot tub.
Wait, 38 cents.
Oh. Changes for poor people.
So, just to be very clear, and also this other fact, which is you get your hotel and people like Garrick find you.
Okay, but-
Garrick did not find us.
Until you
Well,
guys
yeah.
showed up.
And technically we were looking for... Not really you, but we were trying...
I was also
It
going to
wasn't
say
different.
counterpoint. I kind of wouldn't turn down another scrap with Garrick, but that's just me.
We could trash a hotel room while we do it, like proper rock stars.
And that means we get triangulated by the SI, which means they send in
No.
teams, which means
Put it under Charlotte's name.
Yeah, they never target her. It's because she's
Wait.
such good friends with Bezos.
So you want your friends to get targeted by the SI?
We're a little
These
bit
guys-
mad at Charlotte right now.
We don't even have to do any work. They're already converted.
She'll just pay them off anyway. Like,
Well,
I
I
don't
guess
think
we're
you
really
guys
going to hurt
understand
her.
how much carnage we caused in Vancouver and got away scot-free.
Did you though?
That's very fair.
Totally.
we're here. aren't we?
Literally.
We're
We
taking
only
them to
had to
Seattle,
run.
not Vancouver.
Listen, Pippi, wrong stockings. We're doing this our
Come
way.
on.
Oh my god, were you talking to me? That's gross.
So we're bringing them to Cervantes. We're not killing them. They already
Yeah.
seem like 75% converted.
Yep.
Yeah.
We just gotta push them over the edge. My
I don't
suggestion.
think that there's any push over the edge that needs to happen. I'm pretty sure they're just going to happily bounce right over the edge.
What to do with them is Cervantes' choice.
We
Now-
also converted a person in... Oh, where was she? Where was the... I can't even... Do you remember? Malkavian, was it Long Beach?
Oh yeah, the Baron of Long Beach. We got her to join the Sabbat with us.
Well, one of her.
Yeah. We went there and we were like, let's go party. So we took her to the forest and we lit a fire and we did a fire dance and I did the Valdery and she joined the Sabbat with us. And that was really super fun.
Therese
did-
Vorman?
No, storyteller, what was her name?
Lula, Baron Lula.
Baron Lula.
Oh,
Okay.
that's
Yeah.
you did a Valdery.
Yeah.
With who?
Well, the first one was with our original group, which was like Charlie, Harley, and Charlotte, and me and Elena. And then the second one was me and Elena and Baron Lula.
Bad Girls Club.
Bad Girls Club.
Is it like... Was it like it... Can't have been an actual Waldery. That's totally not how that works. Can't
We know
can't,
how
Well,
to
I
do
mean-
that.
can't be.
We did the bleed in the cup, and we did the talkie stuff over it, and then we all drank from it, and you know,
Sounds pretty accurate to me.
and that was after we'd done the
I
fire
looked
dance, which felt pretty
disbelievingly
badass.
Over at Silas. So what we're saying is that you're already Sabbat.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we told Cervantes that like a bunch.
Oh.
But then there was the exploding and the running, and you know
Yeah,
how
I
it
don't think-
goes.
I don't think he was very happy about that.
That was not our fault.
We wanted to go on the private jet.
That was not the decision that we made. That was the decision made by one.
And they're not here?
No, he's not here. He didn't decided that he did not like the path that she and I were taking.
He didn't like how much killing we were doing all the time.
That is a really
Or all the
common
making out.
problem. That is a less common problem for me.
Really? That one's more common for me. How interesting.
The killing problem, though, people get so squeamish about it.
Yeah.
Right? Like, if people didn't want to die, they should just be less killable.
But then the thing is that, like, it was okay so long as he was doing it the way that he does it, or if he thought it was a good idea. But the moment one of us decides to tear somebody into two pieces, or dance under blood drippings, or kill somebody because they were potentially going to attack another one, no,
Honestly, it was a big
Bad
deal.
delay.
Sounds a little judgy. Yeah.
Silas, they remind me of the good old days before reality came
Right.
and slapped the whole sect in the face.
To be fair, it was a whole nother ship of thin bloods that were like trying to take our yacht.
Expendables.
They thought they were pirates, so they decided to board our ship, and that went really bad for them.
As it
Well,
should.
I'm glad. I'm glad. There's nothing worse than thin bloods that think there's something they're not.
I mean, there's
They're-
technically nothing worse than thin bloods, really.
Now they're like pieces in the ocean. Probably already been eaten by sharks. Or little
Yeah.
fish.
God, I hope so.
It was a bit of an upgrade.
Crabs. Everything comes down to crabs. So anyways, once Cervantes is done with you, I'm sure that we can discuss your re-entry into the sect and also educate you in how we've refined our methods over the last few years.
Oh,
Something
no.
tells
Are
me
you
they're
that?
still gonna want the penthouse suite, though.
Do you mean that we're not going to be able to just decide to kill somebody anymore? Like, because that we think that they are bad?
I mean, clearly that wasn't a
Jeopardy.
problem for us.
Yeah,
Not
we-
there, but we're being kind of attacked. But like, I don't know.
We just have
I
a
think
few
that somebody is-
requirements. We need to be able to do whatever we want, whenever we want, with no repercussions. And it hasn't been that hard.
Let me put it this way. Do you know how many Sabbat there are compared to last time?
No.
There's probably 2 out of every 3 of them died.
Lame. They should have killed more. And been killed less.
We killed a lot, and they kept coming. So we got smart, and we figured out how the rules are. So we do kill when we want to kill. We just have to be a little bit smarter about it, and we stay very much off the grid.
That sounds
Huh.
very much so like the Camarilla.
Yeah, I'd rather just kill straight up in public. With, like, no problems.
We just are smart about when we have our little revels.
Hypothetically, what if you're not smart?
Then you die.
What if that hasn't been true so far?
Then you've been very lucky. Either that or you've not been doing as bad as you think you have.
Maybe we have the favor of a god.
There is that.
I look back fondly on the days in which we had massive bloodbaths and bodies hanging from hooks from the
Yeah.
ceilings. Those
Good
were good
times.
days. And we do that sometimes. However, right now we're focused on getting the war won.
Yeah.
So basically, when we were anarchs, we weren't allowed to do whatever we wanted. And then when we were camis, we weren't allowed to do whatever we wanted. And now that we're going to be Sabbat, we're still not allowed to do whatever we want. When are we just allowed to do whatever we want?
When we are by ourselves, apparently.
If you wish
But then
to
no
go
one
and-
can see it.
Unfortunately,
There.
there's something called consequences in this world, and we've learned that while we can indulge certain tastes at certain times, going on murderous rampages anymore, not the best idea.
What if you really
more
want
than happy
to?
to be able to.
If you really want to, then you should face the consequences of your actions, not anyone else.
But are the consequences of our actions going to be other Sabbat members, or are the consequences of our actions going to be potential, like Inquisition or other kindred?
Oh, we're not in the business of... We let nature take its course.
So we're not going to get into trouble by Sabbat, but we could potentially get into trouble by Inquisition or Camarilla or Anarch.
Yeah,
or
I
whatever.
mean, and we're not gonna like yeet them at you. That's not how that's gonna work. But
You'll be fine, Cassandra.
Yeah, those are way easy to kill. Honestly, as long as it's not
except for the
werewolves or
priest that apparently
ninjas,
can
we're
bless
pretty okay.
things too.
I could have killed him.
Yeah, together we totally could have killed him. Originally, we were just gonna fuck him to see if we could reduce his divinity. Because I thought that would be funny.
No,
Correction, she was going to fuck him. I was not touching him.
Oh, I'm sorry. I remember a point where you were also thinking about it.
Can we rewind a second back to the ninjas?
Yeah. Yeah. Do you
It's
remember,
ninjas
Alina, when all the
that you
ninjas
took
came in
from
through
this
the window?
conversation.
Oh, that was the Pentex people.
Yeah. That was when we found out that we had a room full of spiders upstairs. The big ones. But not the internet spiders, which are different spiders.
Right.
What?
Obviously.
Oh, the internet is made of spiders. Did you not know
I need
that?
a
I thought that
fucking
was pretty
flowchart
common
to
knowledge.
keep up with this.
So there was this what was it called? There's a magic person, but not a Tremere, and he took
The
us
human
into
magic
this
people.
into this closet thing, and there were spiders everywhere, but they were not real spiders.
Blue and
they
glowy.
were internet spiders.
That's how the internet works.
So you're saying before this happened, you didn't feed off of anybody that you didn't know that may have been on something?
No.
No,
I find that hard to believe.
that's okay. One day we'll tell you about the rat son Charlotte had that she dressed up like a sailor.
Never mind. I don't want to know.
Oh, and that you
Stop.
did.
Yeah.
There was a Toreador that pretended to be a Nosferatu.
Yeah, and like a powerful one too.
That doesn't surprise me in the slightest, actually.
Got past
Seemed to
most of
piss
your
Cervantes
hierarchy.
off. Seemed to piss Cervantes off pretty bad when we told him. He didn't know.
A lot of you guys didn't know, apparently.
So I want to go back to the part where Servas says not your boss. Because, like, when he described it to us, he was, like, the boss of the Sabbat. And if you're, like, Sabbat, then, like, he's your boss. That's how jobs work.
Fuck no.
No.
So who's your
Why
boss?
are
The
you-
boss of the Sabbat.
So
That's
then
what he
why
called
are you
himself.
doing what you are doing. Then why are you doing this? Because he told you to do it. Then why?
They didn't tell us
Not
to
your
do
boss.
it. We were hired to do it.
Favors were
This is a job.
traded. He was asked politely,
Oh.
and we did it. So we get the prestige. We get a bishop in our pocket. And we get you two lovely people to keep us company. And we
All
get a
the way
break
back.
from the Gehenna War.
Yeah. Which is definitely an added plus. Sort of. Kind of.
Who
Maybe.
knows where we'll be
Okay.
next week?
So, how many brownie points would we get if we had a super special ring from, like, Antediluvian Jr.?
But
Yeah.
Elaborate.
Because he shows up all the time with all this annoying advice like don't join the Sabbat and stop killing all these people.
You're part of a chess game with all of us, and you're my chess pieces, and I'm moving you where I need you to move, and you got to do what I want you to do. Don't
So-
listen to La Sombra. Don't do this. Don't do that.
you have a way of finding us a Methuselah.
Yeah.
That's what it sounds
is-
like.
Is that what it's called?
I am super interested in this conversation
It's
now.
been a
but
while since I
he's
bagged one of those.
So annoying.
fight you for it.
Like, for real, if he shows up, he's gonna have lectures and he's gonna talk at you, and you're gonna have to learn a lesson.
And even worse,
Otherwise,
he's
he
going
won't
to pull
let
you into his
go.
head.
Oh, I
Yeah,
don't
if he
think
pulls-
we're going to be the one learning the lesson if we encounter him.
But sometimes he pulls you into his head, and then he takes you to this weird old crumbling city from in the past, and you can't even take selfies there.
He takes you to Enoch.
What's Enoch?
That's like it. It's basically kind of like the first city.
Oh, that's what he called it. Yeah, the first city.
Right. How did you
And then
get
he gave us-
there?
He took us in his head, and then he gave us all engagement rings. And when we want to join his army, we're supposed to put them on.
Which are apparently part of your army too.
Which army?
Can we see the ring? Can I see it?
Sorry, which army? If you're not supposed to join the Sabbat, how are you
No,
joining?
it is okay, so the army that they're pretending to be Sabat.
Yeah.
I'm
Who's
going to
pretending
take the
to be the
ring
spy?
and look at it. Storyteller, can I make an
I-
occult roll, please?
You certainly can.
I'm just gonna let this. The other guys are
like, oh, well, we are paying 150% of attention right now.
The boat boys are gonna be watching this episode like, don't do that. Don't do that.
Stop talking.
What the
Stop saying things.
Oh, Charlie's gonna lose his shit.
So I got 2 successes on an occult roll, and I got 4 successes on a sense the unseen roll.
The sense the unseen roll picks up that it is like it has an aura around it. The occult roll, nobody would be that silly to think that they could infiltrate the Sabbat other than these two.
I look at the ring, and it's like, it's got something on it. That's for certain. Oblivion Sight, does this have any ghost stuff on it?
This very much has ghost shit on it.
This thing is connected to the abyss, Silas.
You can't have it. It's my engagement ring to Malkav.
I hand it over to Silas.
It's my engagement ring to Malkav.
I'm not taking it from you.
Okay. Okay.
It's your engagement ring to who? Malkov?
Well, he
No,
told us he
Malkav
was
Jr.
Malkav, and then he admitted he was actually Malkav's child, Ikanos, which I thought was bullshit because I have been saying he wasn't Malkav from the jump. And no one even admitted I was right, which was the most important part of that
I
interaction.
thought you were right.
That's true, and that's why we're still together.
I have one of those too, but mine doesn't look like that.
Yeah, he personalized them to all of us.
I have a strange feeling that we need to take whatever they're saying and record it and then play it back in slow motion so we can process this amount of ridiculousness.
I think I'd like to make an occult roll too. It's not going to be great, but I'd like to make one.
I'm gonna lean over to
Intelligence and occult.
I'm gonna lean over to Cassandra and I'm just gonna say, wait until they find out who was in the cab.
Right?
Who was in the cab, I ask.
Kane.
Now I just think that they're
My
pulling our
disbelief only
legs.
goes so far.
I don't believe that. I believe something about those rings. Storyteller, do I recognize the name Ikanos?
Give me an intelligence and occult roll.
3 successes, by the way.
3 successes. He may have seen like something scribbled on somebody's hit list at one point. They were trying to do like a track down. Maybe somebody who's really old. Victor, how did yours go?
3 successes.
Same sort of thing. Like you probably have both been in the same location of like some Malkavian scribbling on the walls, trying to like join pieces of yarn to each other. You've definitely seen the name Ikanos before.
So you
Somebody's-
have been enlisted by a Malkavian Methuselah to join his army and not us. Yet
Yeah.
his
No, we
army
did-
and
we know
our
it-
army
we-
is the same.
We did
No.
not put the ring on. Only if you
We
put the
refused.
ring on.
Do you join his army? So he's got chess pieces on the board, and other Methuselahs have chess pieces on the board,
Oh,
and we're not
quite
supposed to
aware.
actually join the Sabbat, because if we actually join the Sabbat, then those people are gonna win, because Elena's gonna go blood crazy and murder everyone. But I don't
Apparently.
believe in doing what people tell me to do, so I'm gonna do the opposite of that.
And
So, in other words, a Methuselah just flat out admitted that he's a puppet master seeking to enslave you to his plans.
that's why we're not
Yeah!
doing that.
Isn't that sucky?
You
That's
know
why we
what?
chose not to.
I believe, yes, the official position of the Sabbat on Methuselah's manipulating us is that it is, quote, sucky, unquote.
Hmm.
I've waited decades to hear you say something like that. And hand the ring back over.
Whatever keeps her from turning the serious to Miley Cyrus.
Okay, so here's the thing. Yes, Methuselah. Yes. The army of said Methuselah is part of the Sabbat, secretly. And yes, it was Cain, and probably could prove it, but I don't really know what the symbols meant, so I couldn't guarantee that it was actually going to prove it or not, but she took pictures of symbols on sarcophaguses.
Yep. Oh, yeah, here. And I'm gonna open my phone and hold it up, but not near them.
Can I see
Yeah.
that?
Oh, yeah, I guess you can see it.
No,
No,
I mean,
don't tell
I,
it him.
I kind of.
Wait, no. Give me your number. I'll text them to you.
Please do not text the Nodist lore.
Yeah,
Okay, fine. I'll airdrop it. Whatever.
it's gonna have to be.
Do you have
hardline,
Discord?
'cause- No, this isn't. No, do not upload it to. You probably uploaded it to the cloud already, didn't you?
My phone automatically syncs to the cloud. Doesn't yours? Wouldn't you lose your selfies if something happened to your phone? And like my bubble popper score.
Airdrop it. Just airdrop it to me, and then you know what? I'll just hand the phone to Victor afterwards.
What is Silas's phone listed as in my airdrop possibilities? La Sombra Daddy.
None of your fucking business. That's what it's listed as.
So I will airdrop.
Literally, it's actually listed as none of your fucking business.
Oh yeah, there it is, right there, huh? And I'm going to airdrop the photos of the Nodist coffin to Silas.
Boy. Yeah, La Sombra Technologies.
No. Send them the picture of me that you took. Because that's
Oh.
what that whole area did to me.
Oh yeah, and I also airdropped Silas apparently a photo of Elena.
Seems odd.
The fuck?
Yeah, I was able to take photos of her earlier because she was all messed up. Look, if
Okay.
you guys are gonna pal around with us, you gotta get used to the weird shit.
Yeah, I guess so. All right. You look at it, Victor. Don't touch, but we'll turn the phone so that
Dev, get
the
those
symbols can be
files
seen.
onto someplace secure and get me a printout.
Yeah.
You
here,
know what I mean?
don't fuck with my phone again, Dove.
What did I mean? Like, what are the symbols?
Yeah.
Give me a couple of minutes. I'll like cross-reference stuff and just
'Cause we
talk amongst
thought about-
yourselves.
We thought about opening this sarcophagus, but we kind of wanted to get to Cerveza first, so we just didn't bother. We did steal
So-
some shit, though.
We have something called the LaCroix rule. Do not open the sarcophagus.
Open the sarcophagus.
We were just
Nothing
running
to
low on time. And I mean,
Would've
first we had to
totally
steal
opened it.
books and vials and a bunch of other shit we found in Kane's hotel room. See, even Kane has a hotel room and you guys can't?
Oh my god, we'll get a fucking hotel room already. Jesus Christ!
It's kind of a magic thing. Like, if anybody else were to try to find it, they would not be able to find it, but because we got the invitation to it, we were able to. Either way, I went into the room, and then, like, next thing I know, I got no discipline powers, nothing. I can't do shadows. I can't mess with them. I can't play with I can't do anything. I can't become shadows. There's no arms. There's no nothing.
Yeah,
She ate food? She ate food?
Ate food. I ate McDonald's. And it was not good.
And we were able to take photos of her. Which came out great.
You see, I went into the ancient tombs of the elders in places that time itself forgot, and you still amaze me with what you've gotten up to.
Oh yeah, I'm gobsmacked.
Yeah.
Never a dull moment with us.
If you're really nice to me, I'll show you my book of Nod next.
That is not your book of it, no. That is mine.
No, you got the vial. I got the book.
They're definitely Sabat.
May I please see your book of Nod?
They're bickering about a book of Nod.
Yes. And I'm going to take the book that we found in the hotel room and hand it to Victor. And I'm hoping it's still a book of Nod.
Is an amazingly immaculate old version of the Book of Nod.
How, like a few centuries or a few millennia?
A few millennia, it feels like.
See?
Like the leatherwork.
We knew Kane.
The leatherwork is absolutely pristine, but you can tell that this is like old version of leatherworking. Like no like modern day chemicals or anything like that have been used on this leather. This is like old school.
Is at least 1,200 years old or so.
At least.
I very carefully opened it.
He had that instead of a Bible. Which checks out, right?
It's not going to break. I already read it a little bit. It's fine.
We had a rifle through it.
What language is it in?
It is in, like, Latin.
Oh, good.
Hence why I could read it.
Hence
Do you need me to translate it for you? I don't know if you know.
No.
Okay.
Thank you. I also hand that over to Silas.
Take a look over that.
Do you guys believe we hung out with Kane now? Like, what other hotel room would we find that?
I believe you hung out with someone very old.
I mean, fair enough. Malcav lied about being Malcav. I'm sure this guy could have been lying about being Kane.
But he did not taste like the Malcav Jr.
Oh, yeah, that's right. We drank from him.
Here's what makes me doubt that it was Kane. Well, follow with me. There'll be rich rewards. You go out with someone. I'm speaking to you. You can imagine this. You go out with someone, some sort of rock star or something, and you go back to his hotel room, right? And he has a copy of his own autobiography on his bedstand.
Uh-huh.
What level of, what is the term, absolute douchebag is that? To have a copy of your...
Actually...
Have you never met an antediluvian or anything before? I mean, I can't imagine much more arrogant.
They're really arrogant.
Super full of themselves.
And Kane despises them.
I don't know, Kane seemed pretty chill to us.
He
kept trying to teach us lessons, but all in all, he was pretty cool. And he let us drink from him, which was cool.
I believe you met someone, much like someone claimed to be Malcav and turned out not to be. I believe you met someone, especially since Kane wouldn't write in Latin.
I don't know. His blood was way stronger.
Give me a wits and awareness, Victor. Actually, Silas as well, because Silas is flipping through the book, not
Like, way stronger, real kick.
3.
3 successes.
2 seconds for me to. Two.
So you both understand Latin. The book kind of shimmers ever so slightly, and it is now written in a language that you don't understand at all.
Who do you think it was? If it was not Cain, which antediluvian or Methuselah do you think it was?
I'm going to
Probably not.
switch. I'm going to switch languages to Arabic very briefly.
It is not
I
Arabic.
am. Oh no, this
Oh.
is first spoken.
Okay.
I am not going to lie. I'm suddenly very, very reluctant to make this trip to Seattle because I am very interested in what they have to say.
This sounds like Ravnos bullshit. I respond in Arabic.
Okay, but hear me out.
Yes.
Old Ravnos bullshit.
Or old Malkavian bullshit.
Either way,
Either way, the buffet's open.
yeah.
I'm
Unless we go
assuming
to
the word
Seattle.
buffet does not translate into Arabic, so you just hear that part.
It's like when you're listening to somebody else talk in a different language, and then all of a sudden you hear Windows 95.
But hear me out. If we go all the way to Seattle with them, we're not. At some point, this fucking fount of information dries up. If they want to be part of the survival, we can initiate them.
But that means going to war with Cervantes if he finds out.
I'm not afraid of Cervantes, are you?
I'm not afraid of Cervantes just as Cervantes. I'm afraid of all the trouble that comes from Cervantes. Afraid, wrong word. Cautious.
Was getting a little curious about that. Look, if it comes down to it, blame your overly ambitious child once again.
I say let's soak this for all it's worth. And also, it wouldn't be the first Methuselah we've taken down. However, I hope we have enough favors to call in to actually act on this information.
I bet we do.
But this, he taps on the Book of Nod. This is tricksy bullshit.
I mean, yes, I know it's tricksy bullshit.
So what are you proposing?
I'm proposing maybe we don't go back to Seattle just yet. I'm proposing that we try to find out where the fuck it was they went, where they got this.
Did you two know that Cain did not kill Abel with a blunt force object like a rock? He used a spear.
Yeah. And he was all sad about it.
Also, I'd really be interested to know what you were talking about. Because when you're talking different languages back and forth to
Sorry.
each other, it's very clear you're talking about us and you don't want us
Yes,
to know.
yeah,
And it's
we are.
fucking rude.
Because
I mean, people are
we're kind of
usually
trying to
talking
come
about
to a
us.
consensus before we make a pitch to you guys, so that's all.
I mean, that's how
Promise.
negotiations work.
Yeah, we're just trying to
Sidebar.
come to consensus. So,
Did you come to a consensus?
Were you able to figure out what the symbols were?
Where did you find this book?
Yeah.
Where was
In
this
the magic
hotel room?
hotel.
It
Which
was in the bedside table of the hotel that Kane told us to go to. Technically, he drove us there because he
And
was
that
driving
in
a cab.
LA?
Yeah. Actually, I dropped a pin on the location right before we left. If you remember from last episode, that's something I said I did.
That is something you said you did.
Dev, I win. iPhones aren't useless.
Yeah, I found the pin.
So
What is there in
Nothing.
the real world?
It's literally nothing. There's like the
Because
Google
you
Street
weren't
View shows
invited.
there's no building.
We can go back. They said that we could go back if we wanted to because we were given
We were
permission to
welcome
go back.
anytime.
But nobody else did.
And they definitely knew what we were. The whole staff.
a weird pitch. What if you were to go back and try to see if you could invite friends?
Sure. Better than Seattle.
And in exchange,
Oh, I was
we
forgetting that.
could theoretically initiate you into the spot without you having to go deal with that with Cervantes necessarily.
Oh, but I think we want to see Cervantes.
No, and I'm not saying that you won't, but it would probably be better to see Cervantes again on a more evened out playing field than the one you're currently standing on.
Why would you do that? When that would absolutely cause you two to have a problem with him.
I mean, number one, I don't really give a fuck about what he actually has to say. His opinions of me don't affect me. Secondly, not gonna lie, everything that you're saying intrigues me. Like a lot. So I want to see if there's any truth to it. And at the very least, I know that there's a Malkavian Methuselah that's potentially within reach because of your rings. And I'm curious to see how this whole hotel thing plays out.
Okay, so we have to do a sidebar now.
Okay, our turn to sidebar.
But wait.
Sunshine, pull over, give them some
Yeah.
privacy.
I was about to say,
What you think, boss?
pull over
Yeah.
because you can hear.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
And the van pulls over.
Okay, come on. I'm just gonna open the door. Come on,
Oh,
Lisa.
okay. I'm
We're
sure
going
being
to take a
outside means
walk.
they won't be able to hear us.
No, we're going to take a walk. Come on.
Oh, yeah, that'll go well.
A walk in the countryside outside of Los Angeles, what could go wrong?
Okay, yes, walking.
What are we sidebarring about?
Okay, so this would really be a lot easier if you knew a different language or could do sign language or something.
Parlez-vous français?
Do you know Italian?
No. I know French. That's why I said it in French. I get how that could have been confusing.
I don't know French though.
Oh, well, it sounds like you know the wrong second language, Elena.
I know 3 other languages besides Spanish.
I also know chat speak, which I know you don't know. So I know 3 as well, technically. I think we're wasting our sidebar.
4. Total 4.
Lol. Make your sidebar. What are we doing?
I'm sorry.
It was the lull that broke the camel's back on that one, I think. Yeah, why don't we just ask Lol? It's fine. Lol will know who we're talking about.
Okay. Okay, so whatever they are planning, I don't really know. Whether it is they're just wanting the information and to potentially kill Malcolm Jr. Whatever, I don't care. I don't necessarily think that is all they have planned. But we feel good with, we play it by ear, we'll be fine. Also, if they bring us into this spot, then that is going to really piss Cervantes off. And I'm okay with that.
Okay.
That's one less thing that he gets to have.
Yeah, and fuck him. He's not even that cute.
So long as eventually I get to where I need to be to do what I need to do.
And are you okay if where you need to be is back in Seattle at the end of all this?
I'm really kind of hoping he's going to come after us, honestly. Because I don't want to go back to Seattle.
Seems like a far away. Maybe if we do this hotel thing, then we can tell them that they call Cervantes and make him come to us. And I mean, it doesn't have to be like right there in Kane Hotel, but we could go like to a neighboring county or state. I don't know. I'm Canadian. I don't know how this works.
If I'm going to be completely honest, if I have to go back to Seattle, I'm going to burn the fucking city to the ground.
I bet you could pitch that to them.
Probably.
They seem Bernie plus.
Either way, we can go along with all of this for right now. Kane's gonna be pissed too. Are you prepared for that?
See, again, but Kane was like, hey, learn a lesson from all of this, and you know how opposed to learning I am.
Fair, and also we're kind of going a long way around the learning lessons, and he should also probably learn lessons for, like, not giving full sides of information and,
Plus, I gotta admit, I would not pass up another shot at that blood.
It was really good blood.
That was some really good stuff, yeah. And even if they wanted to diablerize him or worship him or, I don't know, I'm still not really clear on what the Sabbat's all about. As long as we got some of it, like, who cares?
That's very fair. But yeah, we can go along with it for a while, but just stay aware, because I think that they have something else probably up their sleeve a little bit.
Okay, so what are we going to do, though, if we get to the hotel and either it's gone, or we can't go in, or to them it literally looks like we're just standing in the middle of an empty field having a psychotic moment? There's definitely something oogly going on here, and I don't know if they're invited to it.
Well, if that is the case, and it's going to be a problem, then I just give them the vial. Or at least a drop or two of the vial.
Okay. So in conclusion, our sidebar was just so we could both agree our answer was yes?
And make them wonder what we're talking about, too. Like, we had to wonder what they were talking about.
I mean, they were talking about us, obviously.
You know what I mean, don't do that. They could have been talking about wanting us to be part of their little group, or they could have been talking about just killing us instead because we're annoying them, or something like that.
It's true. Okay, so we go back in with an air of mystery and intrigue, which will be your job, because I don't do that.
You're going to go back in and immediately say yes, aren't you?
I sure am not, probably, maybe.
I love you, Cassandra.
I love you.
Majesty.
Aww.
So
Yay. I hope they like me too without the majesty. They seem cool.
No, if they don't, I'll kill them. It's fine.
Oh, good. I mean, it's approval or death as far as I'm concerned.
Absolutely. Nobody makes Cassandra upset.
I'm glad that's still a rule. Oh, I wonder if we should make them explain that to the other two people in the car.
Probably.
At least none of them made the mistake of wearing red.
That would have been, they would have been out immediately. Nope, you cannot wear red.
Alright. You ready?
Alright, here we go. Let's do this.
So you're heading back to the van, is what I'm hearing.
Yes.
cool.
Maybe. Probably.
Maybe are we about to get waylaid from like 10 feet away from the van?
Nope. Nothing yet.
Oh, hooray!
So anyway, Dev, I don't care what you say about TikTok. It's fucking hilarious, and I enjoy it. Okay.
It's horrible.
I know that you say that, but
It's absolutely horrible.
okay, but it's fun, and I am also absolutely horrible.
It's our working theory is that the Chinese are not part of the Second Inquisition.
Yeah, exactly.
That track.
You get it.
Oh, look, they're back.
So, good sidebar.
Yeah.
Nice West Wing style walk and talk.
Productive.
We're gonna
Poor
say
decision.
yes. Shit!
I was waiting and if he was going to do that.
I held on so long and you didn't
And
start
I'm so
talking, and I
proud
assumed
of
that you had
you.
forgotten.
No,
These
I'm
are
so
the worst
proud of you.
negotiators
It's okay.
ever.
Sunshine, head to the location. We'll see what we can see.
What negotiations
Alright.
were we supposed to do? Don't kill us? You're already not planning to kill us, so
Sunshine.
give me lots of gold
Fair.
and money. I can get all I want from if I could just make her do the thing. What am I going to ask you for? Kill Cervantes? I mean, he's probably going to come after you at this point anyway, so hey, who sees what's going to happen?
Sunshine turns the van around, and after a bit of driving, you arrive at the location.
What do we see?
Nothing.
What do we see?
Nothing.
Shit.
Are we exactly where the pin is?
Well, no, there's no way to drive to where the pin is.
We're going to
All
have to
right,
walk.
here.
Oh,
Cass is gonna get out of the car, van, assuming it's stopped.
Yeah, it is.
And Elena's going to follow.
I've got my phone to get to the exact pin location.
I'm gonna follow them as far as I can.
I'm following and keeping a few steps back, watching Silas.
Yeah.
So you're holding up your phone, then you hear, well, shit, you just came right to us. That's great. And it's Garrett.
Of course.
Ew, who are you?
I'm Garrick. Pleased to meet you.
How did
He
you
does
get
about-
to here?
Yeah.
It's funny. We were just dropped information. Told to come here. Weird.
By who?
Who told you that?
I have no idea.
Did the information just like suddenly appear in your head?
No. It showed up on my phone.
That's either
There.
some Malkav bullshit or you guys have got a traitor.
I'm gonna go with you guys have got a traitor, because I don't think that the Malka would try to do stupid shit like this.
Yeah.
He's kind of dumb sometimes,
So are we gonna
It's
fight?
usually hard
All right.
to be a traitor to this. Garrick, it would be, I would hate to kill you twice tonight.
You haven't even killed me once tonight.
Oh, I've imagined it.
That's clever. I should remember that one.
So
That
what are we
is
gonna
fun.
do about this?
How about
We are-
you turn your happy ass around and exit, and we don't remove you from your, well, we don't reject your existence privileges.
That's funny.
Really want to reject his existence privileges.
You know what else is funny?
Do it.
Tell you what. We can go with you, but she's going to play Taylor Swift and Miley Cyrus the entire time.
The whole time.
That was
Loud.
not the deal.
Yeah, that could be fine.
Okay, never mind. Attack him. Go.
Who all
Do it
is
now.
here? What is
Yeah.
the situation besides just, if it's just Garrick? If Garrick is just like, hey, I'm right here. Garrick is
Hey, I'm an idiot.
There's
Oh,
there's a few red eyes that you can see in various locations. It's almost like you're surrounded.
I'm just gonna get closer to Cass and loop my arm around her and just kind of look at her and then look at the pin mark on the phone and make the insinuation like that we're going to go to the hotel. We're gonna jet.
I want to stay into the fight. Bloodshed. You promised parties. Come on, don't you want to see them do more stuff?
Garrick pulls out a shotgun.
Garrick is
I've been
getting-
shot with one of those.
Garrick is getting Umbrus clutched.
Eric's going to have a bad day.
Garrick is partially dodging that. Or
He can
attempting
roll
to.
against my wits against versus Oblivion if he really wants to.
But then he's going to get to do it all over again if he manages to dodge it.
I'm just gonna
be
talk.
hopping shadows.
Whoa! Whoa! Oh.
I'm just gonna continue with Cassandra. She's like, right, but if we can get to the hotel, which we might not be able to go to actively with everybody around, it just has to be you and I, then we can invite them to the hotel, unlike we were going to.
So I got hungrier.
Okay.
Fair enough.
can watch
What does
them
your
die
beast
first.
sound like?
My beast sounds like myself.
All right, then I'll make you do it.
Who's narcissistic now?
Right? Jesus.
He sounds like a condescending father. How about that?
Victor,
Mhm.
such a disappointment. This should have been taken care of already.
Don't I know it?
Well,
I-
just eat one of them.
I plan on it.
The redhead.
No, I think the snarly one, the one that smells like wet dog. Now, if you don't mind,
Well,
yeah,
get
I
on
got-
with it.
I got 8 successes on the Umbrus Clutch, but it's a messy critical.
Oh.
That actually makes you a little more hungry. But I have a feeling that that's going to be going away in just a few seconds. Call it my storyteller intuition.
Yeah.
Yeah, you grab onto them, pull them through the shadow, and then pull them up near where you are.
I am going to brutal feed on him.
That's fair.
Why
Yeah.
are we terrible people?
Because you're so
Why not?
bad.
I'm just gonna. Alright, Cassandra, if you want to watch them do more things that I can also do, fine. I promise
Fine.
the parties. We have a party.
Look, you're not the only one who gets a hot La Sombra daddy, okay? I want to stay and watch.
That's with your arm around Cassandra?
Alright.
Yeah, we were arms together.
Yeah. Someone just pops out of nowhere. It's almost as if they dropped off the skate with a shotgun in their hand and they're like, hiya! And they shoot Elena.
Oh, thank God.
God damn it! Oh,
This
Hey!
hurts. This is 3 aggravated because it's fire that they're shitting at you.
So I am not going to Diablerize Garrick. I'm going to drain him down to 1.
Come on. Where's the fun in that?
Well, because stupid Sabat trick number 1, abuse the Valdery.
Ah.
That's fair.
Yeah.
And I'm going to say very strongly, very, very loudly, if you want your leader to live, you will leave now.
What is Cassandra doing, considering Elena just got shot?
I would
While
like to
the other
immediately.
Sabat are considering.
I would like to
Get shot at.
immediately jump on this guy and start feeding, basically.
Dex and Brawl.
where did I get shot
no,
at?
It was
Yeah.
canon that I was wearing heels, so do I get to use my fighting in heels specialty
Yes.
for this?
Yes, you do. So, Elena, you were shot like left mid torso area, and there's still like smoldering, and it smells like burnt flesh around that area.
Couldn't even hit me straight on.
4.
Did you want him to shoot you in the heart?
Trooper.
4 successes. Yeah, you're able to jump on. They did not dodge that whatsoever. So, enlighten me, Diablo.
Well, I mean, Elena promised that this time she'd pull me off, and I know she just got shot.
Fucked up, but I'm gonna try.
I will be Diablerizing this person without hesitation if Elena does not stop me.
Let's go with a Dex Brawl for Elena.
Am I going against Cass?
Yep.
And she's Kindred?
As far as I know.
Shit, I hope so.
Specialty.
Been playing this all wrong otherwise.
Alright. That's 4 on that.
What did you get for the Brawl roll? 4?
Also 4.
Tie goes to the defender.
Tasty soul.
No, Cassandra cannot do this. I tell you, Cassandra, get off. God damn it.
Get that out of your mouth.
Cassandra, no, drop it, Cassandra.
And Cassandra does not have brutal feed by any stretch of the imagination, but is feeding brutally for her.
Mm-hmm.
She's snarling.
It's like the puppy with the sock in their mouth. You pick them up, you spank it, like, get it out of your mouth. So, Cassandra.
Yes.
That's -1 humanity.
Yes.
And then your humanity your humanity plus your blood potency.
Is that humanity after I just lost that one or before?
Yeah.
And then my blood potency.
Versus their resolve and blood potency.
Oh. 5.
That's another 10 XP going your way.
Thank y'all.
Elena was not in time.
No.
No. The rest of the pack is definitely keeping their distance.
I have my hands around his throat.
Yeah.
And looking at them all and going, one more fucking step, and I rip his head clean fucking off.
All right.
That includes any of you that are in the fucking shadows.
Yeah, I'm going to give a quick
here.
Sweep with Sense the Unseen on that shit.
All righty. That is a Wits and Aspects or a Wit Specs roll.
3 successes.
There's one that kind of pops in right beside the person who is speaking to you at that particular point in time. They're like,
especially that guy.
And they elbow the guy beside them, like, come on, man. Fucking serious. All right.
Everyone get back to the van.
Seriously?
No, we came this way for a reason, and it has already cost enough. So we are either going to this hotel. Actually, no, we're going to this hotel, and I kind of want him dead. I got
rip his fucking head off.
Better part of valor. We're outnumbered 3-1.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you to get back to the van. We're surrounded.
Not part of the deal.
Are all of the Sabbat this big pussies?
We are going to
For real? I'm going to follow Elena.
Stay if you want.
Oh
Fine,
boy.
we're
Walking
going
up-
to the hotel.
Right,
I
let's
soaring
go.
leap with frickin' Garrick in my arms over to where they are. And
Are
I
you next
catch
to me?
Grace land.
I
Okay.
am going to grab one more piece of insurance.
All
Are
right.
you?
Because-
Did Victor land next to me?
Yeah,
Yes.
pretty much.
I'm gonna touch up Oblivion dude's face.
That Victor's holding.
Yep.
Alrighty. That'd be a Dex and Brawl.
I am going to resist her doing that.
Fair enough. Dex and Athletics.
Do you have celerity?
Yes.
God damn it! Celerity.
I'm activating fleetness. I do not get hungry.
I may have given them a few points to play with when making their characters.
We've also done a lot of diablerie.
No.
Oh, yeah.
What? That's wrong. People keep telling me that's wrong.
And critical? Yes.
How many critical?
10.
6.
She touches his face.
That
Andy-
is for Cassandra's soul, and that is for my side, motherfucker.
He fades into dust.
Congratulations, you just got rid of our leverage.
Leverage for what?
I look at all the red eyes coming out of the forest.
You mean out of the woodworks in the city?
Yeah.
So I'm grabbing one of the other two dudes through through Umbra's clutch if I can,
Sure.
because we also have other packmates to be worried about. So
You could have waited and I would have let you kill him.
I'd like to make a point.
okay, I
You've made
somehow
a
don't get
point.
hungrier. And that would be 5.
5 successes. Yeah, you grab somebody else.
Are they
I am-
fear or anger frenzying?
Yeah.
They are not yet. A lot of them have resisted. The others are being held back.
Let's go to your hotel
Yeah.
carefully. And I'm still looking for that guy. Joey,
I
your name's
am
now
going
Joey.
to-
I'm watching you, Joey.
Fucking Joey.
I'm
God
gonna
damn it, Joey.
glance in the direction of Sunshine and Dev. Get the fuck out of here.
And they leave.
If anything happens to them while we're away. I don't think I need to finish that sentence.
Well, I'm confused. Aren't you a pack? Shouldn't you all be fighting together?
They're not
We're
like us,
working
Cassandra.
together. That is what we're doing. Working together.
They aren't like us, Cassandra. They're not a family.
Fair.
It's fine. You can make your threats and say that all you want to do. It's not the first time we've heard it. It'll be fine.
I wasn't threatening you.
And
You
when
hurt
you
her, and then you'll have to make good on not threatening me.
Can we go, please?
when you walk forward, almost as if it's on top of Cassandra's pin. Cassandra, give me a Dex in athletics roll.
Two.
Just as you see kind of where you are go over top of the pin, You trip over a curb that wasn't there before.
And she shrieks dramatically.
Do I see it now?
Yes.
See?
And Silas and Victor, you see them both disappear in front of you.
I turn around to see them. Do I see them?
Yes.
What are you waiting for? Hotel. Like we
I
said.
step towards where they were.
Gonna try.
You also run with your feet into a curb. And beyond that curb, there's a kind of semicircular driveway, and there is a large, must be 30-story building that was not there before.
See?
Holy shit.
I told you we didn't lie.
I told you I don't lie.
I sense the unseen on this and try to see what the heck is going on here.
You don't even have to roll. You're nearly blinded. This is just like, there's magical shit going on with this entire area.
Oh, yeah, don't do the spooky eyes. When you do,
Thanks
it's
for the
like...
warning.
I didn't think you'd immediately do it.
No, my first reaction to seeing a mystical hotel come out of nowhere is not to doubt it and try to look at what the hell it is. You're right. Ah,
I didn't.
that tracks.
So now what?
Nice.
So here's
Hotel,
your
like we
hotel.
said.
Storyteller, do we still have the key card to get back up to the penthouse that Kane gave us?
Yep.
So Cassandra roots around her bag and comes up with a key card and is like, penthouse? Good place to spend a night. Big
Lead
bed.
Going to the
Sometimes you
fucking
dream about if you were
penthouse.
human.
Are killing people.
I really hope that I don't dream about being human.
Yeah,
I
apparently
dreamed that
when you're
I
human.
made-
Go ahead.
I hope I don't dream. That's gonna
I
be
dreamed
really
about-
fucking awkward.
I dreamed about making Cassandra a La Sombra.
And I dreamed about being human. And, well, I dreamed a bunch of stuff. In one of them, I got old and had a bunch of kids and died. But in the other one, Elena made me a La Sombra.
I also dreamed about Cervantes the first time that I saw Cervantes, which is when I died and became what I am. And then I dreamed that I killed Charlie, which did not happen. And then I killed Cassandra later. But I made her a La Sombra, so it's all good. It's fine.
Show us to the penthouse.
And I lead the way in.
There's
I am going to briefly probably pause to smack my captive into
Oh, yeah.
people.
yeah.
Cassandra claps and laughs along giddily with the violence.
It's just that moment of hold that thought, hold that thought.
And then I'll take him to the penthouse.
The valet opens the door.
Hello again.
Bringing guests, I see.
Mm-hmm.
Long story.
They're so cool, though. Don't even worry about it.
Very well. Are you having any bags this evening?
Is anyone hungry? Do we need room service?
No thanks. I
could
literally
eat.
just ate.
I'm good.
No, you never
So-
mind. I'm not. I'm good.
We're okay. I don't even know how long we're gonna be here. I think I forgot something in the room. Anyway, don't worry about it. And I just breeze past him.
Yeah.
Oh, but do you have a little something that could make this not like this anymore, please?
The bullet wound you're referring to, I'm guessing?
Yes.
We can have something sent up.
That would be very helpful because it kind of still hurts and sucks a lot. So.
So you swipe the card, hit the penthouse button, the elevator goes up, and it opens to something that is extremely large. The building itself is big enough to contain what they're seeing. There's old tapestries on the walls. There's old furniture that seems mildly out of place, but also like it fits in just perfectly. And there is just a sense of like oldness to this place, but a sense of regality, basically.
You have
What
our
do you think?
attention.
So through that closet over there is the spooky sarcophagus. And
Sarcophagi, plural.
that drawer over there is where we found the book.
That's the bed where we were doing the dreaming stuff.
Yeah. There's the nice bathtub. I liked it.
She did.
I take a long look at the tapestries.
And there's a very high odds that you're going to wake up much earlier than you normally do.
The tapestries are old, you definitely know that, but they seem like they don't seem like they've been like made anytime in the recent past. They seem like they would have been ancient in the Roman times.
I look to Silas. This is insane.
Yeah.
Do you believe us now?
Say that
I believe you encountered something here. Something very old and very powerful. But there is so much magic and illusion in this place. I have no idea where to even start to speculate.
Yeah,
You want to see the sarcophagi?
I do. I don't want to open them, but I want to see them.
Oh, you don't want to open them?
Don't you
What's
want to know what's
LaCroix
in
rule?
it?
LaCroix rule.
But how else are you going to know what's in it?
Okay, while your argument is valid, counterpoint. Have you ever heard of this thing called Pandora's box? Or
Yes.
a prince that was named LaCroix?
No.
No.
But the Pandora thing
well,
I get.
well, he's fucking dead because he opened a box like an idiot. And you already know how the Pandora's box thing works.
But what if there's cool stuff in it?
There could be more Methuselahs.
Yeah.
And then the Methuselah wakes up when you're not ready for it.
Yeah.
Well, why don't you just eat it right there and then? Like, why wait?
One at a time.
Because there's only 4 of us.
Yeah.
So you open one, eat it, open another one eats it, open another, and
It takes significantly more than 4K nights to take down a Methuselah.
even when it's sleeping.
Even when it's sleeping. Believe me, we've made that mistake.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Alright,
I mean, if they don't
Methuselah.
want to open the juice boxes, that's not our problem.
No, you don't understand. I really want to open the juice boxes. But
We really
I
do.
also really like existing.
So how many would it take? And if that's the case, why did we come here to look at them?
Because we didn't believe you.
Rude.
Okay, come on. And I'm just going to go into the closet and I'm going to open the door that
Yeah.
goes to the place.
So there's one particular, it's a walk-in closet that seems to practically go on forever. And Elena leads you to one particular kind of section and pushes on the door in a certain way, and it pushes in and slides off to the side. And what is on the other side, if you breathed, you wouldn't have been able to breathe in this air. It's musty, it's old, it's just dusty.
It's dead.
Yeah, it's very, very dead. And in the room, it's kind of a circular room. There is a pillar in the center that it has a light on it. It looks like something was there, but the dust has been disturbed. And there are 3 sarcophagi that are all kind of aimed towards that pillar.
That's not a Methuselah if those are what I think they are.
What are they?
Yeah, what are they?
Enoch, Irad,
Rad
Zila.
and Zilla.
I don't know what any of those are.
The antediluvians.
God, open a
that
goddamn
gave us-
book.
The
Books are for
antediluvians,
nerds.
which gave us our clans, there were 13. Those 13 were begat by 3. Those 3 were begat by Cain.
Right. Cain
Okay.
made 3. 3 made 13.
1,
Yes.
2, 3.
Gotcha.
Oh,
Okay, I follow.
Center.
Okay, yeah, 1, 2, 3. Okay. And these are 3. Okay, I follow. I'm with you. So we're gonna open them?
I take a look at the sarcophaguses and I try to get some indication of which one is in which.
Give me an intelligence and occult roll.
Silas is dying right here in front of us.
We've
Or-
killed them.
4 successes.
No combat necessary. Just drop them here.
With the Book of Nod that you've seen most recently, that seemingly changed lettering and words right in front of your eyes, you remember that, okay, this one would be Enoch, this one would be, okay, it'd probably be, you'd be able to figure out who was in who.
I look at Silas.
Yeah.
This is
Fucking hours.
very tempting.
Do you believe us now?
I said this
Yeah, I
is
do.
insane. I didn't say I didn't believe you.
Yeah.
So
I
now
do.
what?
I believe you.
Yay.
We need to
So
come
now
back
what?
here with everyone.
Well, I don't know if the hotel will let you in with everyone.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure that having you two here in general, that he's going to find out, and we're probably not even going to be able to find it again.
Yeah, this place is
would
not going to be
say-
here.
This is the 3 of them. They were his most beloved.
Uh-huh.
Who did turn on him? I'm surprised they're still alive.
Well, he's keeping them like under glass, like butterflies. I mean, if they're his most beloved and they turned on him,
So-
he'd want to make sure they were here to see and control.
But there's also the other part of the story to consider, which is that it wasn't them that turned on him, it was the antediluvians that turned on them and him.
I think we should let sleeping dogs lie. You're right.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think it's a good idea to be bringing the rest of the bag in here or to be,
Oh,
plotting
I didn't mean the
anything.
rest of the pack. I meant everyone.
Again, this place is probably going to disappear.
As soon as the 4 of us leave here, we're never going to find this again.
Pity, because I really liked it.
If we get caught in here, we're probably not going to be in a very good place. Let's go.
You leave, we're staying a night.
Well, it depends. What is the plan now? Are we still now driving to Seattle, or what are we doing? Like, we showed you the place and we were right about it. So now what?
I want to
We-
find.
cannot wade right the fuck back out there like this right now, and you know it.
Oh, I told you though, there's a really high chance that we are going to wake up much earlier tomorrow. So there's a really good chance that we could wake up way earlier than anybody else, and then we can just go while they're all sleeping.
Like the earliest you've ever woken up since the first
Sun's
time you
still
woke up?
Setting sun. Still see the orange glow of the distance if you really look hard enough.
Then I suppose we're staying.
They make a compelling case.
A very compelling case.
So, hot tub
You
party?
get your goddamn penthouse.
I'm gonna fill the bathtub.
As soon as Cassandra says, I'm going to fill the bathtub, you all hear the sound of stone moving on stone, and a puff of air comes from one of the sarcophagi where the lid is slightly moved. And that's where we're going to end this episode.
And next week we'll all be dead.
Oh
Everyone
boy!
dies.
And that's when
Sarcophagi open, everyone dies.
I give out presents as a storyteller for everybody playing the home game, and my presents are fresh character sheets.
Yay!
Yay!
So let's do a quick round table of everybody and see where you're at, where you're going to be, and what you're doing, and then we can raid over to where we're going to raid, because we're not. I don't know if we have a vampire game this week. If we do, we're raiding into me. If we don't, we're raiding into somebody else. It's fine. Don't worry about it. So let's start with our special guest, starting off with Jonathan.
Oh, good lord. Hi, everybody. I'm Jonathan Fye. I played Silas Gowden. You can see me previously on 2 seasons of Sinners and Saints, and you can also see me on the fabulousness that was Skin Deep, run by the wonderful Vixen over there. In the winter, you will also be able to see me on Atlanta by Night.
Yay!
Besides that, I am the community manager for Jackalope Live Action Studios, and since by the time this is airing, we will also have made the announcement of it, I am one of the creative partners behind the founding of Cerberus Interactive Media, and we are planning some pretty cool events coming up in the new year, so keep an eye on us.
And Matt.
Hi, I'm Matthew Webb. I am the creative lead over on the Night in Question, the official Sabbat LARP that we run every year in this September. We still have 40 tickets available, but that's like over 75% sold out, so get yours if you want. It's a ton of fun. I also am Matt Stormcrow online on both Twitter and TikTok, so feel free to stop by and say hi there.
I'm going to the Night in Question.
Yes.
I typed 39 tickets. I'll probably pick one up. And Sam.
Hi everyone, I'm Samantha McClarty. I have been Elena Cortez de la Sombra, and I do things and stuff, and I don't know what I'm going to be doing at this point, or what's airing.
This right now.
This is airing. I think we have... Will we have another episode, or will Ultraviolence have already finished?
It'll have finished by the time this airs.
Okay, so not that, but go check the VOD. And then there's other things, and I can't think of... I'm really bad at outros. Linktree in chat. Next.
It's me. I'm next. Hello. I am Lex. I have been Cassandra, the low humanity toreador, just chasing herself to the bottom of her own humanity. You can see me all over Twitch. I have been on just about every channel, done just about everything. Check out Skin Deep, it was phenomenal. Check out Ultraviolence, it was phenomenal. I ran a 10 Candles game. I was in a Ghostbusters game over on Matt's Twitch channel for a few episodes. Otherwise, just keep an eye on my social medias. You can find me as Redhead Vixen on Twitter, Instagram, OnlyFans, all of that stuff. And yeah.
Buy Lex's book.
Buy Lex's book.
Hold on one sec. I may have said book around here somewhere.
And
Yeah,
other
he's
things
through
to
a
fill
bunch
the
of
dead air. I've been on stuff. I don't know.
Buy Lex's
There
book.
it is. Buy Lex's book.
If you don't buy Lex's book, you're a horrible person that makes bad decisions.
If you don't
And I'm gonna
buy Lex's
Diablerize
book,
you.
the Sabbat's gonna come and hunt you down.
Can confirm, haven't bought the book, am a horrible person. Do not be like me.
Gonna get diablerized.
And this guy's Storyteller Steve. So we've got a couple of things coming up soon. Vampire shall be returning. We will start filming that again soon. To see what happens with Prince Jude in Vancouver.
Boo, Jude's a bad girlfriend. No one likes her. Oh my god, who said that?
What? Where did that
crazy.
come from? Like a disembodied voice. We're finishing off this, and then we may have a short stint of the adjacent crew doing something else. Stay tuned. Announcements on that are coming soon. And yeah, we will see you when we see you. Changeling will be back probably within the next month or so. So yeah, everybody hop in, check those out. YouTube is over there. The merch shop is over there. And yeah, buy Alexa's book. So we will see you next week with the gents and see what they're up to.
Something boring, probably.
Bye.
Yeah.
Clearly not gonna have as much fun as we did.
Oh no,
Hell no.
not at all.